I'm going to have
You're
to
live.
mute. Hello, everybody. And of course, my second screen is going to make noise here in just a second. And I'm going to mute it as fast as I can. There we go.
You should have got a PC, you know? Then you can press the
Oh.
N button.
We tried to tell him, but he won't
Look at
listen
that.
to anybody.
Look at that. Look how quick I muted that.
Wow, you have the reflexes of an old man. Go
Also,
ahead.
are you telling me an Apple PC doesn't have an M button?
There's no such thing as an Apple PC, Rajkul, for fuck's sake.
That's true. He got you there, Raj.
Yeah.
I'm trying to upgrade your Apple.
Sweet burn. Sweet burn.
Okay, go ahead.
So I know that you all cannot see this because I can't see it. Maybe you can, depending on what kind of computer you're looking at. But my beard is pink right now.
I have a picture I can show them. I can crop it to just your face.
You will
Just your
not.
face. I'll crop it. If you want them to see. If not, then you can just pretend.
Text it to me first.
All right.
That's Sai. That Sai got me.
Right. But anyway, in solidarity with Breast Cancer Month, I have dyed my beard pink. And we're going to be putting a link in the chat for donations for breast cancer research and trying to take care of the ladies in our life. And
men can get breast cancer too, you know.
Jesus, can I get a sentence out?
All right, I'm just saying.
He's doing his intro. Holy hell.
Yeah,
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help.
I mean, the most important thing that we're trying to do here is save the boobies. I mean, honestly, that's what we're all here for, right? Is to take care of the boobies. And Jesus, you threw me off my whole intro.
Sorry, I was just trying to help.
Are you trying to help take care of the boobies? I mean, if so, then we're on the same page.
Yes, of course I am. You never smile, you know that, right? In your pictures.
I bet he smiles when he sees boobies.
I do smile.
Yeah.
I'm smiling right now just because I'm thinking of boobies. So yeah.
See, there it is. You have a confession on stream.
I sent you a DM of the picture.
Okay. So let me get through the second thing of bookkeeping that we need to go through before we start. Somebody sent me a package. It was a sweatshirt that I will show. I don't know who sent it to me because apparently Amazon sent it to me. Let me see if I can even see it. Can y'all see that?
A little higher.
Cliff, I'm sending you the links in the spot.
Can y'all see the damn?
Now we can.
Yeah, now we can.
All right, here we go. So I got a sweatshirt somebody sent me, and it was actually in the size that I wear. So somebody was pretty good about that. Third bookkeeping thing that we need to do is I got myself a new toy. I got a new, get this in frame. I got a new travel microphone. It's a Blue Yeti Nano. So that's going to be my new travel microphone. So what we're going to do tonight, on top of everything else, is we are going to auction off or raffle off my old travel microphone and the case that it's in. It's in a hard case. That's my old microphone. It's a Samsung Q2U that has been pretty much all over the world with the hard case and everything. So what's going to happen is the first 10 people who super chat that say that they want this microphone, Cliff is going to log all those 10 people, pick one at random, and the one that he picks is going to get the microphone. I will send it to you, provided that you live in the continental United States, because otherwise...
forget about it.
The shipping would be stupid.
But you're going to get the microphone, the cord, the whole deal, the hard case, and everything. And all of the super chats that I get, all 10 of those super chats are going to go to Cliff because he does a lot of work here. He doesn't get recognized nearly enough.
I recognize Cliff.
Yeah, I see him.
Thank you so much.
I didn't mean that kind of
I'm
recognition.
aware of him.
Right.
I know what he looks like. Yeah.
I'm
Right.
gonna get kicked off the cat today.
Right.
By the way,
Um,
Gia sent that sweatshirt, and I hear.
Oh, did she?
Who's that
sorry,
going?
I'm sorry, Gia. You know, I look at the return address. Usually, it's a whole different name
Yeah.
than nobody sends their like YouTube name on the return address. I'm looking at them like I don't know who this is. But thank you for the sweatshirt. It's super cool, and I'm gonna wear it. But yeah, all 10 of those super chats are going to go to Cliff for the work that he does here. Selflessly over here, reading super chats and asking for nothing in return. So that's what's going to happen.
Unlike
tonight.
me.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unlike-
Unlike Tina, who sent me a text earlier today and said, "Pay me, bitch."
You gotta tell them every time, don't you?
Yeah, and I haven't paid you yet, and
No, you
I will at some point.
Seems like there's a reason for that email.
That was a text. It was not an email.
I actually texted Nicole and told her to tell you.
Right. It didn't even come straight to me. It went through a third party to tell me to pay her.
Bitch.
Yeah. and called me a bitch. So anyway, the reason that we are gathered here tonight is to talk about
a very annoying man.
A very annoying new sovereign citizen that I have discovered who cites laws that he doesn't understand and case law that he doesn't understand and tries to citizen arrest police officers. And in one case,
private person arrest.
Right. In one case, he tries to arrest the actual sheriff of the town.
Oh, this sounds good. I didn't know what it was. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But
Schrodinger gave me the heads up, and I had to look at his videos myself, and oh boy.
Do you like
them?
What'd you think, Artie?
Oh my god, it's like it's hard to get through it because it's so much. It's so cringe.
Yes.
It's extremely cringe. It's very hard to get through the videos.
His girlfriend annoys me too.
Yes, she is because
Yep.
The thing is, I want to go ahead and get started soon, but I got to say this first. Like, if you're a man, like, the part of your woman's shit that sounded so sexist.
Yeah,
a little bit.
A little bit.
If you're in a relationship, on either side, part of your partner's role is to reel you in when you're doing something's really stupid. And on either side, I came at it from a male perspective, but anyway,
manocentric maleocracy over here.
Oh,
she bought into it hard.
But if I'm doing something really stupid, I hope that my wife is going to be like, hold on, that's like we saw that one sovereign citizen that his wife was like, nope, not with my
Yes, I love her.
Right. And that's what we all need. And sometimes if you're a man, your wife is in the grocery store and she's going off and you're like, pulling her up. We've seen all these videos with the man pulling his wife out of the store before
she gets arrested.
Right. That's what we all need, but we see these sovereign citizens, often male, to be honest, and the wife in the background going, yeah, what he said. Like that's fucked up. I mean, I'm just saying. You just picked the wrong spouse if you didn't pick someone that's gonna check you at just the right moment that you need to be checked. And we're going to see that in these videos. But first, let's go around the room and we'll start with, I guess we'll just go clockwise. Artie.
Hello. I'm alive. Thank you all for your wonderful well wishes. And I'm not going to talk about it. Thank you for having me.
Oh, and I will say OPT is not here. And I do have permission to say that he is in the hospital again. He has what they believe to be a blood infection. And
we'll find out tomorrow.
Yes, we'll find out tomorrow. He says that to say hello to everyone, and he wishes he could be here, but he cannot. And we all send our best wishes to OPT Lawyer.
He's the heart and soul of this.
Right, and he may or may not show up in the chat. I'm not sure. Hopefully, he does. He seems to be feeling a slight bit better. And fuck cancer.
Fuck the fuck out of cancer.
Can
I show that picture or not?
I didn't see it yet. While Cliff says his hellos, please say just more than just hello so that I can look at this picture. So,
All right. Hello, everybody. It's good to be here. So we have 8 people so far that have said they want the mic that have super chatted. So if you want that mic, a couple more can get in for the raffle.
You saw that Arian Rod didn't want it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said she wanted me to have the money, which is very nice of her. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Oh, and thank you, Arian Rod, for the games you sent me.
No, I look awful in that picture. We're not going to look at that picture.
Okay, then. You vain bitch.
Well, I looked awful in that picture.
Well,
so.
I mean,
it's a beautiful blue sky in the background. So
it's a nice gesture, but you dyed your beard pink.
Yeah,
he looks like
that's a rough look.
He looks like a zombie albino.
Yeah, I sort of do. Like
you do in that picture.
A zombie albino that somebody like tagged with spray paint.
Yep.
So, going clockwise again. Radical, say hello, please.
Hello.
Bitch. He was gonna do that. I knew it.
Hey, I have never done that before, so now I did that, and I'm very, very happy about the fact I did. So.
And now it's been done.
Yeah.
All right. Skipping me because I've already talked way more than I deserve to.
Yeah. Why you're on the stream again?
I know, right?
Because it's my channel, asshole.
Miss
Law Talk with Mike. Say hello. And
hello, everybody.
Channel.
I'm looking forward to this. This should be fun. I also have a bone to pick with Radical. I emailed him and I didn't get a response, and I wanted to do a video.
I don't
with
check
him.
emails.
Oh
no, that's
too
okay.
Too good for you, apparently.
I'm gonna shame you into this in the comments. I wanted to do a video with Radical with the cart narcs because I thought he was perfect for it. So tell him that that's something he needs to do. That's all.
He did that already.
Yeah, I did a video on card marks and everyone got angry at me.
They did. It was weird. Like I did one on the Rittenhouse case, which I get. That's hot. But I did one on cart narcs, and my comments blew up. I mean, half the people really like him, and half the people don't.
Yeah, did a live on it afterwards.
I actually did a stream afterwards with Cliff and Marvico here.
I didn't
just
know
having
that.
a bit of fun, but it's exactly the same for me. 50%. Well, it's kind of like 33% hate me now.
Well,
33% hate the card narc and 33% hate the man in the truck.
Well, it was fun too because it wasn't the usual lines. You know, it was a different split than normal. It's sort of not a political thing or whatever. And my thing was, I agree with you. Like, he's irritating and annoying, but it is funny. I don't know what to say.
It's kind of funny.
People have asked me to do videos about him, and I've seen his videos, and I'm I'm torn straight down the middle on that guy.
Yep.
Me too.
Oh, come on, really?
That's why it's kind of fun.
I don't know whether to like him or hate him because honestly, which one of us has not at some point, it's like raining outside, it's like wintertime, it's cold, and you just left the card. If you're saying that you never ever in your life did that, you're a fucking liar.
Yep.
True. But you walk up to somebody, you could say, "Excuse me, sir, next time please don't leave the cart there," and take it for them. Because you don't know what somebody's gone through that day.
Oh no,
That's not funny.
Taken, especially if it's like an older person, I will take their cart, normally, and because I drive a great big giant truck, and I'll park it in the back of the parking lot, especially like at grocery stores and Walmart. And so I'm usually a long way away, and normally I'll try to park somewhat close to like the farthest cart corral, and then I'll take it back, and I'll try to grab like one or two others. But every now and then, if it's like the thunderstorm just like emerged and it's like pouring ass rain, I'll be like, fuck it. And
But-
you know, guess what? That's what they pay some of these kids for.
Exactly. There's always an employee that does that.
Right. And so it's kind of a mixed bag. If nobody leaves the carts out, then what are these kids going to do for a job?
Exactly.
And
As a former cart pusher, I have a lot of things to say about this.
We've got some serious perspective here. I like it.
I fucking hate when people leave the cart out. I really fucking do. It's because most of the time they put it not even the place where it's supposed to fucking go. They just leave it out in the middle of the barrier. It eats up somebody's parking space. Like they don't give a fuck. It's very, very, very annoying for us for us cart pushers. So I actually absolutely believe in this guy's principle. I'm not so sure if I agree with the execution sometimes.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
That's the thing. Like he puts shit on their car.
Putting shit on somebody's car is just
car.
no.
Yeah.
Now, let me say something about that. I don't condone it, but it's also a huge, huge overreaction on some people. I mean, I'm fixing to put 6 in your head. One of them said that.
Yeah,
and that's why I say that I'm 50-50. I really am. I don't know what the. He's got a huge channel. I mean, he's got a huge following. And,
that's the problem.
It would have been funnier if he actually knew how to do jokes, because he's just annoying. He needs to.
I think he's pretty talented. The way I looked at it, it was like this is what audits would be like if they had personality. That was my take on the particular clip I saw.
Of course.
Hold on. Rebecca Lynn says, my brother was a bagger at Food Line in Chesapeake. Carts were an extra chore. Which Chesapeake? Because that's the next town over. I bet I know which Chesapeake.
Are you sure it's the one near you? And
Food Line. No, I'm just saying there's only so many food lines in Chesapeake. I bet I know the store that she's talking about. Well, you're next. If you would just let me say what I'm going to say, then I'll introduce you next.
I don't want to say that. Oh.
Jesus fucking Christ, woman.
What the hell?
I know Virginia, Rebecca. I know Chesapeake, Virginia. Which food line?
I'm Canadian. It's actually a capital offense up here not to return your card.
Of course it is in Canada.
Like 8 feet of snow. You got to use like a snowmobile and a the one of them snow sprayer thingy things, whatever they call them in not America.
You'd be amazed at how little snow we get in this part of Canada.
It's probably really dry up there, so maybe not.
It's wet. It rains all the time here in the winter.
So,
yeah.
Anyway, AMG, say what you got to say.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah,
wait,
and then leaves with
all right, Ellie.
I was on the wrong channel there.
Yeah. Well, that channel doesn't exist, does it?
I don't think so.
Hi.
Oh, Great Bridge Boulevard, Rebecca. Yes, I have been to that food line. So anyway, Tina,
Next. Yeah, I said hi.
Use words and syllables and things.
Ooh.
All the wordy bits.
Ooh, use your words. He's going to drop that.
So happy to be here right now. Glad to see everybody in the chat. The people here I could do without. Kidding. Just kidding. Love you. Mean it. All right, go ahead.
I haven't paid you yet for this week, so just saying.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess should we just start with this guy with the oldest video? I mean, he's only got like 7 on his channel, so we could just start with the oldest one.
Oh, not the one you sent me?
Well, yeah. Well, what I wanted you to do was just like go to his channel.
Okay, sure.
And I mean, he's only got like 7, so it's like maybe.
I've already started with him. He's already replied to me. I don't like that.
Should we do the super chats first, or
Yeah,
as I'm pulling it up, go ahead.
And if we've got the 10 to go ahead and declare a winner of the raffle, then let's go ahead and do that.
All right. Kim Crawford, new member, welcome to Skeptics. Freakiest Golem, new member, welcome to the Bunkers. Smarty Marty for $4.99 says, I'm here, yay. Arian Rod for $5 says, Artie's Corporate Fiction. Congratulations on the Cowboys win against my Panthers. Well played, sir. Tawny I. Sorry. For $4.99 says my sister-in-law will know Wednesday if she has breast cancer.
Oh,
That sucks.
I'll keep her in my prayers.
Gia for $19.99 says sweatshirt is from me.
Thank you, Gia.
And thank you very much. People, if you're going to send me something, like, if you can, like, just slip a little note in there and say, like, who it's from so that I can recognize you.
All right. Miss Mandy 777 for $4.99 says I want. Should I read the ones with the microphone?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Says I want it. Corrections 101 for $5 says I want that microphone. Robert Bridges for $2 says I want the microphone, please. Kit 190 says send it to Artie. He needs it. Hashtag pickle gang. James Riley $5 no message. Thank you. Don Fanning for $4.99 says would love it. I do Zoom karaoke. B Ryan S for $9.99 says is Natalie joining us today?
No, she couldn't make it. She has some stuff to do, and Kick has had his family told him at the last minute that they had made plans, so that's why they're not here.
Okay. Joshua Lee for $5 says I would like that microphone. Hank's Corner for $5 says who can't use another mic? Kool-Aid Tropical Blast Bay for $2 says me want. Charlie Welch for $2 says I want it.
Did Kay's Corner do a super chat for the mic or not?
No.
Put her name in and I'll do a super chat for her. Thank you.
Okay. Kay's Crochet Corner. Okay. Simon Michener, a member for 5 months to Bunkers, says I want Miss Mandy 777 to have it. Yeah, she's in the draw already. Aaron Rod $20 says I wanted to give this to Cliff. No need for microphone. Thank you very much. That is very sweet.
Let me out. Okay.
American B Savage for $2 says can Mrs. SC join so we have a woman's voice?
Hey,
jeez,
what the heck? Who said that?
Savage.
I got my eye on you, Savage.
Kit 190 for $2 says how is this new guy versus Eddie Alexander Banks?
You'll see. He's pretty cringe.
Okay.
Pretty cringe.
Smarty Marty for $4.99 says I want in. Irish Gip $4.99 says he wants the microphone. David Levine for $4.99 says I want the mic. Simon Michener for £10 says money for Cliff, Mike for Miss Mandy 777. Yeah, she's in there.
She's in there 3 times now.
She's got 3
entries.
Her name's in the hat 3 times, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Connie H for $10 says just for Cliff, I don't need the mic. Shay Horster, member for 4 months, Skeptic says it only bothers me when they block the handicap parking or walkway.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I can get on board with that.
Yeah, Barbara Isabel for $5 super sticker. Thank you. Terry V $4.99 says the thing that seriously blows me up is when people leave carts in the space set up for handicapped people to get out of their cars.
And like I said, I park way in the back of the parking lot, and if it's like a torrential downpour, every now and then I just sue me.
I'm gonna call the cart mark on you.
Okay.
Cracking me up. Member for 3 months, Skeptics. Thank you. Hank's Corner for $5 says Canadians use Zambonis on their parking lots.
You just skate up to the store, don't you?
Yeah. All right. We got some more here. A Marvel Girl for $1.99 says for Kay's entry. Trans Girl, member for 5 months, Skeptic says, I don't know what this is all about, but it would be funny if the microphone ended up over here in the Netherlands. He's already said he's not shipping it overseas.
It just cost him. I mean, it's a $50 microphone, and it would cost me like $70 to like ship it overseas. So,
Yeah,
really, it would be easier for me to just buy one and ship it to you.
Sonia Garlic for New Zealand $5. No message. Thank you. A Marvel Girl member for 4 months. Debunker says this is not for Cliffs. Laughy face hearts. Thank you. Michael Kraus $4.99 says good to see you all. Even AMG, I guess. I mean, it's always good to hear the old folks talk, even if it's only about submarine windows. And Archangel 3 says I could use a mic. All right. Well, we might as well put everyone in there. We only got like 15 entries.
I kind of have a question here. How are we gonna ship Mike?
Get it. It's a law talk for Mike.
You gotta poke holes in the box. You know.
Yeah.
Plot hole says, Mike, what's all this? All right. That's
show up on time. The plot hole, and you would know. All right. So, are you tallying the people and?
Yeah. If Miss Mandy doesn't win with 3 entries, that's some crazy shit.
Yeah,
that's some unluck.
Yeah. So I guess let's go ahead and as he does that, let's go ahead and start with the first video, and we can have a little suspense on who actually won.
Okay.
Okay. You want me to show his whole channel?
Yeah, like I said, he's only got a few videos. Let's just start with the oldest one. I mean, they are all so cringe that I think everybody will enjoy him trying to arrest sheriff's deputies because of stuff and things. But first, let me say that we here at Schrodinger's Cat and everybody on in the panel fully endorse the WHO restrictions and recommendations on the current situation and the mandates therein. And we
wear a mask. That's all you had to say.
I think masks are tyranny.
Shut up.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Thank you for
demonetizing
our video.
You, Cliffy.
Sorry.
Fucking Canadians.
Yes. Wear masks where recommended by the WHO and all other medical experts. We fully endorse that, and we disavow anybody who says otherwise.
Stay at home, wash your hands, don't touch your face.
Yes. And with that, let's go ahead and look at video number 1.
In this thumbnail for the first one over here, you can tell his parents were related before they got married. Can you see the video? Because I don't know how StreamYards works.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, okay. Here we go.
I don't know, man. What's your name? Just pulled up Dyer. And what's your name again?
Officer Holtmeyer.
Holtmeyer. Okay. I'm not planning on bringing any charges against you guys or anything.
Well, like I said, we got our job. If you said you've got case law, stuff like that, okay. We're just going to have hopefully a nice conversation about it today.
Yeah, that's my whole
unfortunately, I don't want to take anybody to jail for
what
you perceive as the lawful way, but unfortunately, we have statutes that we go by, and your options are your options, okay? So, but we'll kind of go forward from there. So, we'll talk to Holtmeyer about it. Holtmeyer, go back and chat with him. Just one animal in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Wait. What's this sprout he's got going on?
Yeah,
I can't. Do you see this better? What is that
on his head?
Yeah, it's
like I did that with my kids when they were 3.
It's a ponytail bun. Yeah, it's a ponytail man bun thing.
Yeah, it's
but it's straight up.
Yeah, well, because he doesn't have enough hair and it's all.
He looks like an onion with a beard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, his parents were related before they got married.
I'm sorry, but I know you guys have me on to take on the deep issues, so that I couldn't help myself.
It's a valid question. I was going to ask it as well. I was just like, "What the fuck is this?" But hey,
he looks
I loved how he said that he's not planning on bringing any charges against the police.
I know, right?
I know. It was
how kind of him.
Yeah,
how very kind of him.
He's like, look, cops, I'm gonna let you guys off light today.
What a gentleman.
Anyway, there's a lot to get through, so
God, he's such a fucking doink. He is a string bean on legs.
Okay.
Just can't.
What brings you out this way from Oregon?
Actually, educating police.
Okay.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Lord.
Like
I mean,
you still working and stuff like you still working and stuff like that. I mean,
I'm an independent auditor. I sue the state for a living.
You
I
sue the state
for a living.
Wow.
For a living.
At least he admits it.
I'm actually about to produce a case law that will be monumental, and it includes these very case laws in Hale versus Henkel, which is what I'm using to force the officers who have already wronged me to testify against each other.
Okay.
It's been cited 1,600 times and never overturned.
Okay. It has
These very
nothing to
case
do with
laws?
your bullshit.
Since 1906.
It has nothing to do with your bullshit, though.
in what context does that have to
If
do
you
with?
want me to pause, let me know, because sometimes we just talk, you know what I'm saying?
As usual, we just get back to language, though. I mean, let's forget about quantum grammar here. These case laws, you just don't understand the language you're using. It's that fundamental.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
that's the thing.
Wait,
like,
you lost me.
Well,
You
what
say
he's saying-
there's case law that supports this notion, but you wouldn't say these. You don't plural case laws. Case laws.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure.
It's like nails on a chalkboard.
It's like evidences.
Yeah.
You don't say evidences.
And he's already predicting that he is going to bring monumental case law that's going to like overturn the entire understanding. Like he thinks that he is some sort of messiah that's going to like bring about a new understanding of what
he
law
uncovered
is.
the secret truth of
Right.
And a lot, again, I know we use it a lot. This is classic Dunning-Kruger. Like he thinks he knows exactly what he's talking about.
It gets worse. It gets.
I know.
Worse.
I
Yeah.
know. Let's keep it going then. Watch it.
Yeah, we're gonna just have to power through some of this because
I can't be here very long.
Okay, here we go.
Persons, agents of the state, or employees of the state do not have Fifth Amendment rights in their official capacity. And that's what it was based on. Is an FBI agent tried to claim his Fifth Amendment rights in his official capacity of testimony, and he was denied that because that's not one of the rights you retain as an officer. Sure.
Don't pause, but I just want to comment. Look at the smile on his face. Like he thinks he's crushing
Oh
them.
yeah.
Like he's like, I am owning these cops.
He's so smug.
I just had to look twice. I thought you said look at the smell on his face. This is not Glenn Serio you're
No,
talking
this is
about.
not Glenn.
Look at the pubes on his face. Ew. Gross.
He's very smug, and I can't stand that.
Yeah, like grow a proper beard or don't grow
Are you
a
guys
beard
recording
at all.
also? Okay.
No, they're not.
No, calm down. We're streaming.
Yeah, it's right there. Yes. Yeah, nice and hidden.
They're nice. I just watch a lot of videos of like the ones that
The external, and they get all.
They always fly off.
Yeah, or they get all jumbled up by the officer's arms, whatever. Yeah. Is there any way I can find out what brand that is so I can have our officers in Oregon
Body worn?
body worn?
I don't know. I think that's
Okay.
They're like Android phones.
Oh,
And
sweet.
They have like their software on them. And so, yeah, I like them.
We could probably skip like a minute ahead, I think. This is a dead spot if I remember right.
This
would have been a first stop.
I would love if
Doesn't matter.
YouTube actually added an audio profile to the timeline.
Yeah, that'd be great.
They're called public accommodations.
Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
I'm Corporal Ronan with the Mount Shirley Police Department. So apparently, one of my officers stopped you for a traffic violation. Two potentially different violations: reckless driving and no registration on the vehicle. He's identified himself to you, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. And he's asked you for a driver's license and proof of registration if you have it.
Yes, and I told him I'm reserving my constitutional rights without prejudice, and that means you need a warrant for due process of law to extract any information from me.
Well,
what? No.
Pennsylvania v. Mims and
Yes.
Override the Constitution.
well, it does based
Mark
on
it
the
down.
ruling. So I am going to give you a lawful order to exit the vehicle and produce an ID. If you don't, you are going to be charged for failure to ID. Okay.
Let's pause real quick. So this is so he's full of bravado right now, but when it comes down to it, watch, he is going to show them his driver's license and the license plate and registration for the car.
Oh,
okay, he does have them all.
He has all of them. But he's full of bravado right now, but when it comes down to it, he's a big ass coward.
Yeah, he reminds me a lot of the guy who screamed recently. I called him Artichoke Guy. I'm gonna call this guy Sprout. His name is now officially Sprout. But the same thing. He was real pushy, but when it got down to it, he screamed like a little girl.
Yeah,
right.
They always do. They're cowards.
Yeah, he gives them everything. He takes his tickets and he drives away like a little bitch.
Oh no, a drive of shame. Fuck's sake. So I want to see his comment section. His comment section would have been hilarious, because his auditor buddies don't like that, for sure.
It's, again, you're operating a vehicle within the state of Tennessee.
I'm transporting my property.
You're operating a vehicle.
My property.
Sir, I'm going to give you one more request to exit your vehicle and identify yourself. If you don't, you will be removed from the vehicle and you will be charged accordingly.
Under duress, I will identify myself. I'm not going to remove myself from the vehicle.
Then if you can hand an ID to us, that'd be great.
Yes, it's in here. There's no weapons in here.
I mean, and again, I'm fine with you having your weapons. That's your constitutional right.
Ooh, Tennessee is the wrong state for this now.
It's funny that you'll recognize
your weapons, then we're okay.
It's funny that you'll recognize that one, but not the others. Well, I've got my plates and registration.
The thing I said to him, because he goes on about masks and stuff, is that I'll tell you.
Where are they at?
One's right back in the back of this seat, and my registration is also in here.
If you have the paperwork, that'd be great. And if you have any objection to me opening the back of your vehicle so I can see the registration tag, or if you can roll the window down, that'd be great.
Can I just grab it out of the back of the seat?
Yeah. If you roll the window down so I can see what you're reaching for, yes.
Okay. Here.
Please. Again, I don't want to have a confrontation.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. It's right here in the back of the seat.
Neither do we.
Well, it sounds like you wanted to have a confrontation.
Yeah.
But...
Right. But when it comes handcuff time, all of a sudden he's super accommodating.
Nice and quiet, too.
Yeah.
Because they are.
I like that, though. All right.
Oh no, he's giggling.
Yes. Yes.
He's a bitch.
All right. I just need you to sit
The
tight.
giggling fraud is
We're going to conduct a traffic stop, and we're going to go from there, okay?
Sure thing.
All right.
There's three bitches in the car, including the dog.
I love the camera work.
Yeah.
I always prefer nose cams, right?
Yeah.
You gotta love the steering wheel cam.
Yeah, the steering wheel cam is awesome as well.
Alright guys, more.
Yeah, go ahead. Apologize to your followers. Sorry, guys.
Oh, liar, dang it. Should just listen to us again.
Oh no, the chat is disabled, or otherwise we could see the chat.
Rights and I, under duress, handed over my information so as to avoid an illegal assault and battery.
He folded like a cheap lawn chair.
Yeah, that's what he did.
He doesn't have the courage of his convictions.
His comment section is so full of idiots.
Sycophants.
Right.
And just
he says at one point that he still has a driver's license because he just hasn't turned it in yet.
So funny.
Okay.
Bullshit.
Yes, they respected my constitutional right to carry a firearm, but not to protect my information.
Because
that they threatened me with.
It's already been ruled on. For a legal scholar, you haven't done all your research, have you?
I bet he didn't read past the 9th Amendment.
Well, the dude wants to talk about Hale v. Henkel, but doesn't talk about Penn v. Mims or...
They're also worried about my safety with my firearms, or their safety with my firearms. But they've all three retreated to the back of the vehicle, which means they're not worried about their safety with my firearms.
retreated. They didn't retreat, bitch.
Yeah, I'll be back to running. Sure, you want to do this? I mean, this guy seems to know what he's talking about.
Oh yeah, right. They're afraid of you.
I grab that paper out again. Let's show this guy too.
Let's show him.
Oh, that'll show him. That'll teach him.
What paper
learn ya.
is this?
The stuff he got off the internet, obviously.
This paper
We got an affidavit of truth
shows
there.
all the Oregon laws.
But you're not in Oregon.
He's in Tennessee.
Wait, why? Yeah, why are you showing Oregon law?
Does he not? Oh god.
Which constitutes a conspiracy in this state to break a law in Oregon, which would be
What? No.
What?
violation of rights. It's called in 18 U.S.C. 241 and 242 now because there are.
They
three of
don't
them
give
here.
a
So
flying fuck
conspiracy
about
and
what
deprivation
Oregon
of
law
rights.
says.
This
I'm
person's
not
a
even a
felony,
lawyer, and I know that.
which is 18 U.S.C. 4.
I bet this guy drives into Canada and starts spouting constitutional rights
Oh,
of
yeah.
America.
It's like when they talk about the Magna Carta in the U.S.
Or when they talk about the First Amendment in the UK.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was a Dutchman as well that did that. He got arrested real quick.
Accessory after the fact, which is 18 U.S.C. 2, and aiding and abetting, which is 18 U.S.C. 2.
It's too bad the people in his comment section really
All in
believe this
violation
shit.
of 42 U.S.C.
Dude, I love your work.
2000 series.
What work?
Yeah, what
He
works
doesn't
is just
That's what they said.
Jeez.
yeah. This camera angle is real professional work. This is Hollywood, man.
And they're about to hand me a forgery 1 citation.
Oh.
431. What does that even mean? Like, we need to pause because the lawyers. What does that even mean? Forgery 1.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Like forgery 1, I can only assume he's talking about like a first degree.
Forgery? Yeah, forgery. Like
that's my assumption. Yeah.
Is he saying they're charging him with forgery, or is he charging it?
He's trying to wants to charge them.
Yeah.
We're setting up for capital felony treason. I
Yes.
don't know.
Yeah. Fraud, I guess.
Okay, I'm sorry for pausing because we do need to get through this.
No.
No, this is
It's better
fun.
than talking over him.
Is it though?
No, because then we can hear him anyway.
Oh, who wants to hear what he has to say?
Nobody. I'm gonna fast forward though, till they come back to the window.
Part where he. Yeah.
In any agency you drive through.
That's perfectly
wait.
fine. So
Let me go back.
I'll give you that. I've got more copies.
There we go.
Did you say I got more copy?
Well, I cut him off though. So
He doesn't know how plural works.
He could. I cut him off though. So let's.
I think they actually call him out, if I remember right, for this it being Oregon.
I hope so.
So he's going to talk to you over there.
Okay.
There's your ID
Can I-
back.
I'll give you that. I've got more copies.
All right.
No, he did plural.
Just to warn today on the reckless driving.
All right.
I would
Appreciate it.
recommend attaching your registration to your car because you're going to get this in any agency you drive through.
That's perfectly fine. So I just want to tell you guys that had you wrote me a citation, that would be a forgery 1 document under Oregon law, and that says that we can extradite you under Oregon law for violating.
Extradite?
Oh my god.
But I really
Wait.
appreciate the warning and your
Extradite.
everyone's conduct.
Let me ask
You've all
you a
been real
question.
nice.
Had you written? I'm sorry, I can't get past it.
I've just been informed that Glenn Serio's in the chat. I don't see him.
Again?
Out in the
No.
USA.
Oh, Glenn.
Pretty sure that's not-
Hi, Glenn.
Yeah.
He came around last night, Glenn.
Yeah.
You missed me, huh?
I'm pretty sure it's a sock account because he actually knows how to English and it's kind of witty in the chat.
We thought that last night, but it all checked out, Raj.
He's not
What do you
making
mean?
much sense today.
Because
That's him.
he's bloated. His fingers don't fit on the keys right. So sorry about that, Glenn. But when you want to comment on other people and how they look, please check out a mirror first, dude.
Right.
You're gross. Get a
He
shirt
really
that
is.
covers your belly. Can I just show the pictures I have that were sent to me?
Yeah,
No.
Glenn, they make stuff in bigger
Really.
sizes than large. Okay, Glenn.
Yeah.
Hold up, let me turn off the stream real
Big
quick
guy in a small
before.
shirt.
Do I need to put on slow mode, by the way? Because I'm looking at
For
the
Glenn,
chat.
yeah.
It's going kind of quick, so
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to put on slow mode real
I'm
quick.
so sorry. Oh,
What do we
anybody
think?
smell that?
15 seconds, 20.
20 seconds is good.
Okay. Let's see if
I will show the pictures after this though. I can't not. They're funny. They're really, really funny. Where'd the video go? I missed the video. Where'd go the video? There it is. Okay, got it. Here we go. Back to this dork.
You believe that you don't have to have any valid documents.
We're surrounded today.
Within commercial.
Right, my natural rights.
Making games,
Natural rights prevail.
This and that. Okay. Why do you keep your license valid?
It's just been valid since I learned this. I had it before I learned all this.
Just figured out the dumb.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I respect your Second Amendment right to possess firearms and what have you. I haven't had a chance to thoroughly read this, but I will caution you on stating Oregon state statutes in other states because U.S. Supreme Court rulings set the precedent for the land.
I showed him several that directly say
again,
transporting your property is not the same as driving commercially.
Well,
the license is for operating in commerce. It's like if you're a Lyft driver, or Uber driver.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that.
That's fine.
Based on the court ruling.
I do
wish you
appreciate
safe travels.
all your conduct, and I appreciate what you guys do.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
I like how he says he was going to extradite the cops, but even though the alleged crime that he's saying that they're committing occurred in Tennessee. So he doesn't even extradite correctly.
I would love to see the cops say, you know what, that warning is going to be transferred into a citation if I hear this nonsense one more time.
Oh, the people in his oh my god.
Well, they're all sycophants.
Amazing Audits is in here, Schrodinger. What? Educating
I think
the
in one of his
police.
other videos, the Freedom Unchained is also there too. That crazy bastard.
Bro, always have that camera going before they get you pulled over. Also, I keep a notepad too because video can be corrupted.
Yeah, Amazing Audits. Great job on that epic ass whooping that you took recently.
Yeah.
No, the cops ran him over though.
Juan Galt is in here.
Right?
Thank you, Juan Galt. This guy must have never read the Hale versus Henkel case from 1906.
Exactly. Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, let's see. He replied to him. It was used to force testimony from an agent in the 90s. I realize it's from 1906. No, you don't. All right.
Funny there were no tire tread marks on Amazing Audit's face.
Yeah.
He is a cartoon character after all.
Yeah.
No, well, he said the cops ran him over, and they didn't.
Yeah. No, they didn't. Somebody beat the fuck out of him. I mean,
I wish I could say he didn't deserve it.
When I saw the videos of him in the hospital, it didn't even look like him. Like, that's how bad he got his ass kicked.
What did he do?
Well, he was himself.
Who knows?
He woke up and spoke to somebody.
He says that he gave the finger to the cops and they ran him over.
They ran him over.
Car. But that's obviously a lie.
Yeah.
He's not being honest about what happened, but he took an epic beatdown.
It's mostly to his face.
Yes, his face was fucked up.
The plot hole says to check your DMs, Marvel.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let me start this first. This is the one I've seen already. Do you see
this is the one where he tries to arrest the cop. Yeah, this is a good one.
Private person's arrest.
Private person's arrest for 133-225. What's your last name? For coercion and extortion of rights, and criminal conspiracy for coercion and extortion of rights with Officer Havey. It sounds like you don't know the laws that you're supposed to know and enforce. Hi. Just wondering if the sheriff's available.
He's not here right now. He's already gone for the day.
Okay. You might be able to. Can we get his business card by chance?
Yeah, of course. The best way to.
They go from town to town doing this? Is that what he's saying he's doing?
Yeah, they think they're on some sort of crusade.
Can you imagine that? Hey, baby, let's pack up the car and go town to town, state to state, educating cops.
And she's just like, okay, because you'll hear her in the background, like just backing up, just co-signing everything that he says. It's really embarrassing for her. It's bad.
To get a hold of the sheriff is to email him.
Okay.
He's very responsive.
He announced that he's not enforcing the mask order here.
Well, I don't want to comment on that because everybody interprets it. You're talking about his letter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody interprets his letter differently.
Wow.
So I think
he did a great job then, didn't he?
Excuse me?
He did a great job making himself clear.
Well,
Yeah, here.
Shut up, bitch. You can't even speak well. Oh, really? So disrespectful. This lady's being very nice.
I think if you read it.
Well, we read
it right before we came in.
Then it's a conversation that sounds like that you need to have with him. He's very responsive to talking to people, whether you agree with him or not.
We're just curious as to why he called it unconstitutional and yet commands his deputies to enforce it down the road at the courthouse.
Or even in this building. Weird.
Those are questions you need to ask him.
Okay. You should probably file a report
He
also.
wrote the letter. I don't want to speak for him.
That's fine. You should probably file a report also because you know of the discriminatory conduct and it's required by your department policy. Just to let you
File
know.
a report with
Yes.
He's
required by your department.
He's trying to get a gotcha and walk away. If you notice, why?
Yeah. What he thinks is from watching this video is he thinks that the deputies should arrest the sheriff.
Yeah. Wait, he got rid of my message, my comment. It's
Of
gone.
course he did.
Wow, bitch.
Oh no,
You
are
want
they not
discrimination?
standing up for your right of freedom of speech?
No, but
Oh,
he got
weird.
so cool up there. Look at it, it's gone. I told him in times like a pandemic, they have a right to pass have mandates that say, for the health and safety, that kind of thing.
A cowardly auditor say it ain't
What?
so.
What?
I said, a cowardly auditor say it ain't so.
I know, right?
I am very surprised right now.
Shocked.
This is my surprised face. You can clearly see.
You might want to read through it and then read his letter and then report the conduct that's unconstitutional, that he claims is unconstitutional, and then commands his deputies to enforce. Have a great day.
Oh my God. Excuse me, but that guy, the other idiot in the chat, Cranky Patriot, says we're going to all dream of Glenn tonight.
Yeah, I told him that would qualify as a nightmare.
Oh, no.
Like, I have seen the movie The Blob, and
Oh, good one.
Good
one. Is he still here, by the way?
No,
Has
he
more
chats
things
and
to say?
he chats and runs all the time.
Well, not run. He can't run.
Well, he chats and waddles.
The funny thing is, he agreed to debate me and then backed out, and now he just like shows up in chat here and there. Like, if you guys like all of you frauditors that are in the chat right now, I will debate each and every one of you at your convenience.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have the courage of your convictions, if you really believe what you're saying, show up. I mean, I'm not a lawyer. I've got no more advantage than you do. So just show up.
You have a brain, I mean.
Yeah.
Well, no more.
Oh, wait. Cranky says he'll debate you.
Okay, let's set it up.
Email me, dude. I set him up for him.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Taco, no.
What?
He said, Marvel Girl, did you see where he said you wanted to sleep with him? Ugh.
Glenn said that?
I guess so. Ugh.
I mean, if it's like a super,
I gotta go.
super,
I need
like,
acid on my face.
Well, I can think of a scenario in which you would want to say you're like in Antarctica and it's like 20 below zero.
No, I would do like Luke Skywalker did with that thing.
Right.
Cut the
Was it a
gut
tauntaun?
open. Yeah, the tauntaun. Thank you.
Yeah. So in that situation, I could see it. Like, you wouldn't really want to,
No,
but it would just be a survival.
I'd rather
mechanism.
die. I'd rather die. I really would.
Okay, Ken, let's move on.
Yeah,
Please.
it's making me really gross out. I'm having a panic attack now.
Courthouse. Look, we have here
A sign. Oh, can you read it?
So no, it's just
obviously
fine.
So
don't scare them.
You guys. We just have some questions regarding the statement you guys released saying that you're not enforcing masks yet. But we are.
Oh, obviously you are, but the sheriff put out a statement saying he wasn't.
That you're not.
Yeah, and I've been instructed by the sheriff that everybody wears masks down here. So if you got any
That's
questions,
odd. He said it was unconstitutional and he knows it. Why would he suggest mandating or requiring everybody to wear something that he knows is unconstitutional?
It's not unconstitutional.
And then he told you to enforce it.
yes, he did.
So under your department policy,
And the commissioners told me to enforce it too.
Why are they showing us the letter?
You really have to ask that question?
No, seriously. Like, if he said for sure it's unconstitutional letter, show us the letter.
Because they're intellectually dishonest.
Yeah.
And here's the
You
other
gotta
thing.
lie to fraud.
The sheriff can also say, I think it's unconstitutional, but then that doesn't necessarily mean he's free to disobey, to not follow
Right.
it. It's up to the courts to make that ultimate determination, not his own personal opinion.
Right. Yeah. When I was in the military, I enforced some things that I thought, in my heart of hearts, is like, it's probably not constitutional, but that's for the legislature and the courts to decide, not for me, as an individual to decide.
Right.
And we got some super chats piling up. So once we get to a good stopping point,
Why don't you do it now then?
is now a good spot? I mean,
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it over with.
All right. Mad Madam Mims for $125 says, buy Miss Mandy a decent mic.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Do we want to keep her in the raffle then, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's see who wins. And
Yeah.
if not, then I will, for $125, for fuck's sake, I'll buy Miss Mandy, whatever
Nice
kind of
one,
thing
yeah.
that she wants. Like,
All right, cool. All right, Michael Krause for $1.99 says, I charge extra to be shipped. Little Dickens, $1.99, no message, thank you. The Pothole said that his family's doing good. Wife and Jocelyn have mild symptoms. Thank everyone for asking, by the way. Joshua Lee for $5 says, can't be a frauditor without delusions of grandeur.
Right?
90s Nostalgia Nerd for $5 says, sovereign citizens are the living embodiment of you keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Mm-hmm.
Fog Repair Shipakashi, new member, welcome to the bunkers.
I find it rather inconceivable.
Inconceivable. Joshua Lee for $5 says, I'm starting to think all soft sits identify as targeted citizens.
Sort of, yeah. They do have delusions of grandeur, yeah.
Fog Repair Shipakashi for $2 says, sovereign citizen weapons of war, internet papers. Stephen Alley for $2 says, bet he flinches when his girlfriend target shoots. Michael Krause for $49.99, thank you, says, Glenn, first off, stop smelling like the blank you are. Secondly, please get clothes that fit. Thirdly, wear real shoes. Finally, imagine if you took the energy used to be a blank and put that into a job. You'd make a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Lunar Rains, $10, no message, thank you. Colony L3 for $4.99 says, I know a frauditor that was stopped by a clothes sign at a post office once. Yeah, that was News Now Schrodinger.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. Was a bit of a dumb dude, though. Holy hell.
It was very, very poor timing on his part.
Patrick Driscoll for $4.99 says, has Glenda seen his shoes lately without the use of a mirror? Go Navy. And that looks like that's it.
I think we have established he doesn't have a mirror based on the email you sent the big cat here.
Right. Yeah, and so Tina, does the frauditor who said he would debate me have your email?
Okay. amgdebates@gmail.com, but I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah. So that will be a treat for the audience to hear whatever he has to say about why doing a dumb is not dumb.
We got a couple more if you want me to read them.
When are you gonna do the raffle, by the way?
Oh yeah. We did you find a winner, Cliff?
Yeah, I can do it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have Dawn Fanning is the winner.
Yay! And I guess Miss Mandy too, since she's gonna give it my.
Yeah, no, I'll buy her one and have it sent to her house. Samsung.
I use a Samsung Q2U. As a matter of fact.
It's a good microphone.
I like
really
it.
Is.
I think it's a great mic.
It's a good microphone, but I just felt like I just wanted to upgrade a little bit to the Yeti. So
not really an upgrade though.
Oh, shut up! You're so critical.
Rain on that parade, Raj.
For vocal stuff, the Samsung is kind of a little bit better.
Really?
Yeah.
Haha! I got a better one.
The Yeti, the Blue Yeti one is more into the. Well, they don't really differ that much. It's just what sounds you like. One is more clear. The other is warmer sounding.
Why do you hate Cat?
Yeah, can't you just say good job?
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a good microphone.
It's the best. It's the best.
It's the best. You have heard Rode? If you have a Rode microphone, just throw it in the bin because you got a Blue Yeti. That's the best.
Oh, now we're calling me out. Okay, thanks.
I'm giving this one away. Cliff's gonna get some money. For fuck's sake.
I just can't win, huh?
I love Kick's mic though, the one that lights up.
Oh yeah, what is his mic?
I'm just saying the difference between the mics is just one is a little bit higher pitched, the other is more warm sounded. That's kind of the only difference.
Oh, the frauditor says that he already emailed me. Let me check my email.
Cool. Oh, okay. Don't go through the channel you're supposed to.
We can watch.
Why don't they ever listen? Why don't they ever?
What email did he use? And
I don't know.
Okay, so under their department's policies and yours, none of you, as our employees, are supposed to follow unlawful orders. Yeah, that's coercion and extortion.
Okay, you need, sir. You either put a mask on or you gotta leave.
So now you're threatening me. You're threatening my rights.
I'm not threatening you.
This is a public space.
Are you threatening me?
Accommodation.
You turn into beavers now?
Okay, we're gonna record this.
We are too.
Normally I don't have to.
Because they're people.
That's what I've been instructed to do.
What is the first letter of your last name?
It's Havey. Haeebe. Alan. A-L-A-N.
Do you mind if we have your DPSST number as well?
12364.
12364.
Your mom is a whore.
Do you know what the first duties of a sheriff are?
I actually have it for you right here. That second one. Arrest and commit all persons for breaching the peace and public
rhymes.
So an unconstitutional act by a sheriff is a public offense. It's official misconduct. So you're actually required by your first duty of a sheriff to arrest your sheriff for instructing you to enforce the mask.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
He's saying that the deputy has to arrest the sheriff for making you wear a mask. Yes, that's what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we here at Schrodinger's Cat endorse all of the World Health Organization recommendations with respect to wearing masks. Stop saying that.
Who said it that time?
I didn't say it.
I think it's unconstitutional as the day is long, but it's currently the law.
It's not
and he's going to deal with it. You'll
How's
see.
it unconstitutional?
Stop.
No,
okay, fair enough.
No.
I've already got
I can't discuss
strike.
I have my reasons.
Yeah, whatever.
I want to get along here, okay?
Well, we're not here to get along. We're here to ask some questions.
We have differences,
So we're your bosses. You are employed by the people.
You work for me.
Oath is to uphold the Constitution.
Can we talk out here, folks? Sure. If you feel I'm doing wrong.
Well, I don't feel that you're necessarily doing wrong on your own volition. I think your sheriff is doing wrong, and now that I'm giving you notice of that, you're required to act on it. So if you don't want to do wrong, you would be required to act on it according to law. That's a law. ORS 26010. And if you don't want to act on it, then that places you in criminal liability for conduct of an
if you have a complaint about my conduct or what I'm doing,
I have a complaint about your sheriff's.
go tell it.
Okay.
Go tell it.
But this also rests on you. You realize you're like a pillar of the community. People depend on you to stand up for their rights. And we're just watched. Dozens of kids got run down the road with masks on. They're literally jogging with masks on.
Oh, Lord.
You guys aren't enforcing
the humanity.
You're not protecting these children, and they're in your community. What do you think that's
They're
doing
not
to them?
complaining, though, bitch.
Traumatically. I mean, what do you think it's doing to their psyches as young children?
You're under coercion, which is a felony.
No coercion.
So unlawfully use or abuse the person's position as a public servant by performing some act within or related to official duties, such as the first duty of a sheriff, arrest and acquit all persons for breaches of the peace and public defense. So it would include the people ordering your sheriff to put out that order. So in the OHA rule that Kate Brown is using for this mask mandate policy, she cites 431A, 433. 413, and they're all public health laws. And 413 is the Oregon Health Authority chapter of ORS. Now 431.180, which is right here, says that nothing in 431.001 to 431.550 and 431.990 or any other public health law of this state shall be construed as authorizing the Oregon Health Authority, chapter 413, or its representatives, or any local public health authority or its representatives, to interfere with in any manner with an individual's right to select the physician, physician's assistant, naturopathic physician, or nurse practitioner of the individual's choice, or the individual's choice mode of treatment. So this is Article 1, Section 2 and 3 of the Oregon Constitution, codified into an Oregon statute law. This is the one that says, no law shall in any case whatever control the free exercise of religion and dictates of our own conscience. Now, when you signed up for your employment contract, you signed a non-discrimination policy. That's a requirement of this law right here, ORS 659A.375. That falls under contract law, under ORS Chapter 71, which is the Uniform Commercial Code, codified into Oregon law. That requires an obligation of good faith with your contract, which is what constructs your first duty as a sheriff. That obligation of good faith is what requires
He's just drawing all sorts of parallels right now that don't go together.
For violating our rights, which you signed a non-discrimination policy.
Did you say something?
He's just drawing all of these. It's like when some sort of conspiracy theorist just puts all this stuff up on the wall and starts putting pins and strings between them.
Yes,
it's just like he's weaving this thing that doesn't exist in logic.
Absolutely. There is a simple argument. I won't get into it, whatever, but to the extent you have an argument, it's constitutional, and you do not need to involve the UCC or anything else. Just stick with that and win or lose, but that's where it is. The UCC is not involved here.
Right. Why do they keep bringing up UCC? Because
it's commercial.
UCC is not
that's exactly
law.
it.
UCC is a suggestion.
The UCC is passed by most, if not all, the states. At least a form of it. So they're not wrong in citing the UCC, generally speaking, at the state level. At the federal level, that's where they're being an idiot, and also at a criminal level, they're being an idiot. But the problem is that the reason why my speculation is why they always cite the UCC is because they always consider the typical, the state's a corporation, municipalities are corporations, ergo they operate under corporate rules, ergo the UCC, which as a commercial entity. So that's why I feel like they so often cite the UCC.
But correct me if I'm wrong, UCC is a framework.
Yes.
It's
and each state has passed its own version of that framework.
Of it. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a template.
Right, but it also applies to commercial paper and that sort of thing. That's not the context we're in here. He's saying you're violating my rights under the Constitution. That, whether you agree with it or not, I'll just keep it very generic. I appreciate the scenario. That would apply. You can say, hey, you're violating my First Amendment right for assembly, for instance, by making me put this mask on and distance with people. You may or may not agree with that argument, but it makes sense. The UCC simply is not applicable to this scenario.
Right.
There's nothing that brings the UCC into play.
Right, which is again goes to where my speculation is that most of these sovereign citizens, they consider the state as a corporate entity, therefore the UCC does apply since it's a commercial action.
Well, yes,
it's a commercial entity.
So what happened? But I think in this situation specifically, is he went on some guru's website and downloaded all this paperwork, and now he's just regurgitating it.
Absolutely. This notion that the state's a corporation and therefore the UCC applies is complete and utter nonsense. But that is, already pointed it out right there. I couldn't even follow it because I'm like, why is he even saying it? But in their demented world, that's how they bring it in.
Right, and so any engagement with a public entity or a government agency they consider it to be a contract or an offer, an agreement. Again, whether they're in court. So that's because you have to think of their mindset is that everything the government does is as a private company. So any sort of interaction is like a commercial transaction. Therefore, the UCC applies, and that's why they refer to it all the time.
Well, we're getting up to the good part where he tries to arrest the cops. Here we go.
I'm ready.
Also, claiming that you would uphold and protect. And that variation, that cannot be waived by variation or agreement.
Guys, it's my understanding. It's my understanding that there's a meeting between the sheriff and the county council and the commissioner.
There doesn't need to be any meetings for performing arrest with reasonable belief.
Well, I think I'm doing what I'm told.
Wow.
Part of the problem is everybody's doing what they're told, and that's actually not what you're told.
Don't say it, bitch. Don't say it.
Your policy for your department, your sheriff's department, says that you're not to follow unlawful orders. So if they're telling you to do something that's wrong, you're supposed to arrest them. That's official misconduct.
Would you go up and talk to them?
Sure. Yeah. And we'd love to have you guys on our team and get this all the way. There's thousands of people waiting for this to happen.
Do you have the authority to arrest people, sir?
I can feel that. I can feel it.
Yeah, I am not against you. I'm not against you.
I am very glad that you've actually taken the time to hear me out and even read these.
I will hear you out.
We've been to 12 other sheriff's departments that are all claiming the same thing.
How are you treated?
Horribly.
Well, I won't do that.
They threatened me with arrest if I went back inside the courthouse without a mask.
Well,
that's the problem. If we had official business in this courthouse and we
what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, go ahead, play.
I no, this is a serious moment. We're gonna have one serious moment with Law Talk with Mike here. Okay, there's serious doubt as to the constitutionality of mask mandates. I'll just say that. Okay, but they are in force, and this officer has to follow the law. There is case law out there that says that if they are clearly violating someone's constitutional rights, and they know it, they've got a problem. I don't want to get deeper than this, but it just makes it simple. He is not clearly violating someone's rights. He is doing what he has to do under current circumstances. It may be that these mandates are declared unconstitutional. I think that's likely in the future. But at the moment, it is not clear that he is violating his constitutional rights, and he is doing exactly what he is supposed to do. I hate to get that serious, but that is what's going on here.
No,
right.
And I agree. That's perfectly acceptable, and I don't necessarily disagree with what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
The frauditor Tina wants to know if you got his email.
I did. I sent him one back.
Okay.
He said Monday and Tuesdays are best for him.
Okay.
We needed to get in.
Exercising our right to say no in a public accommodation such as a store, and then the police come and write us a criminal trespass ticket, we then have to go to the courthouse where you guys will then deprive our rights again and force us to wear a mask just to go defend ourselves for not wearing a mask, which is our right.
Like if we had official business in here right now and we tried to get in without a mask because it's our right, what would you do if we tried to get in here without a mask?
Throat
what
punch
would you do?
Okay, what would I do? I would do everything in my power to convince you to wear a mask.
And if it didn't work because it's coercion. Do you understand that?
Oh, I hate
That's coercion.
I don't. You
But you would probably arrest us, would you?
Oh God,
We're asking the question.
We're not trying to permeate you.
Leave the guy alone.
You say arrest. I mean, I would do anything not to.
But you would.
Would you touch us or write us a citation?
If I had to, yes.
So then you would deprive our rights, is what you're saying.
Yes.
That's what
because we have a right to public access, full and equal access. And if we have the right to say no, that means you can't take away our right to public access because those are both rights.
I'm just telling you.
And you don't want to go arrest.
Why don't they ever talk about their responsibilities when they're talking about their rights?
Because they're children.
Because to them it doesn't matter. Their rights are more important to them than any of their responsibilities.
Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just me.
But you would arrest or cite us for practicing our rights.
Very reluctantly, ma'am. Very reluctantly.
But
He
you
is
still
so
would.
nice, this guy.
Even when it's reluctantly.
Leave him alone.
That's sad.
You're
could cry
sad.
right now.
I could cry right
That's
now.
sad. You're not on our side. I'm sorry. We have to go.
Yeah, please leave, bitch.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you, Hib.
Bitch. I could cry right now.
So we are here with Deputy Habe. So I've already called dispatch to have an officer dispatched here to take you as you are under private person's arrest.
Here's where he's arresting the cop.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
He called a cop to come arrest the cop.
Oh my God.
That's always fun.
I could smack him. He's so stupid.
Like, they don't realize that whenever they do that, it's like a guy he knows. And he's like, hey, Bob, what's going on? Yeah, I'm supposed to arrest you. How do you think that's going to play out?
Oh, well, no, well, it gets better. Just wait, because the cop that shows up, just watch.
Okay. Confessing to criminal conspiracy, coercion, and extortion of rights on camera. There are many more charges that go with the official misconduct, bribe receiving, criminal liability for conduct of another, criminal liability as an individual for corporate conduct, misuse of entrusted position, misuse of entrusted property. So a bunch of crimes. You tried telling me yesterday. So if you're not doing your job, you're stealing our money. Any other employer would fire anyone who is not doing their job that they were committed to do. So when you signed your employment contract, that came with your non-discrimination policy, which you signed a receipt for. Your signature indicates that you read, understand, and know what you're signing and will abide by those terms in that contract. It's part of your obligation of good faith. And you've failed to perform those duties, so you failed the good obligation of good faith in your contract, and you're in breach of contract.
Well, if you ever place me under arrest, I'd like to talk to an attorney.
Oh God, shut up.
No, that was so good, Pauls.
Did that
was
just happen?
so good. He totally turned it around on him. He said, "If you're placing me under arrest, I want an attorney."
I want to know what he said. What he said in response to that. What he just said in response to that.
Can we back it up like 10 seconds just to hear him say it again?
Yeah.
Well, if you ever place me under arrest, I'd like to talk to an attorney.
That's fine too, right?
And no further questions.
Thank you. That's fine. If you're right. That's fine.
And no further questions.
Yes, and you should also tell me he doesn't consent.
It makes me sick. These people are so stupid.
I got a short video I put in the spot if you want to take a look at it.
All right.
The look of don't give a fuck on the cop's face is great too. Like the nonchalant, I'm just gonna sit on this bench and listen to your bullshit is so good.
See, the reason I have a problem with it is like, don't embolden them, please.
Well, no, he's making fun of them.
Yeah, but they think they're doing something, and that it's like when they let them off from a traffic stop with just a warning or with nothing at all.
Yeah,
it emboldens them. They see it as a win.
Yeah, I'm torn. He's trolling them, and
he's trolling them.
But they're going to perceive it as a win.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with both of you.
Yeah, exactly. That's my problem with it. That's all. But this guy's been too nice to them.
I think I would troll them.
Yeah, but they don't get that. They don't understand sarcasm.
Well, they're
or
too
anything.
stupid to understand it, but
and they see it as a win. That's the only thing. That's my only thing.
When Glenn told when the police officers had to go to another place and drove off in their cars, and he tells them, "Look, it's the drive off of shame."
Yeah. That thing.
They just have to go to some other place, Glenn. It's called a job.
Yeah, like when the cops are just like, yeah, whatever, and they start to walk away, and they're like, "Oh, walk of shame."
Yeah, well, he has a face of shame.
Or they say, "You're dismissed" as they're walking away.
Right.
Dismissed.
You didn't do anything, dude. You did nothing.
But in this situation, trolling them is really the only option that he has, because he can't like arrest them for anything that they're doing right now. So really, trolling
but he doesn't
them
have to.
is the best way that he can, do anything, because now we have content for a live stream. So thank you, Deputy.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and talk while you remain silent. It's fine if you want to remain silent. Enrolled House Bill 2929 requires that you guys report or stop misconduct as soon as you're aware of it, and we made you aware of it yesterday. So here we have Scherer versus Cohen, 41F946. We could go on and on quoting court decision after court decision. However, the Constitution itself answers our question. Can a government legally put restrictions on the rights of the American people at any time for any reason? The answer is found in Article 6 of the U.S. Constitution, Miranda versus Arizona. Where rights secured by the Constitution are involved, there can be no rulemaking or legislation which would abrogate them.
But you don't get to determine that, idiot.
It's not even that long ago. 1968, Simmons versus United States. The claim and exercise of the Constitution right cannot be converted into a crime. A denial of them would be a denial of due process of law.
Okay, you're not the one who determines that.
Right.
Yes.
And yes, in the chat, for whoever asked, the cop did just walk away. It's like, whatever.
I actually like his argument in this circumstance, but it's not up to him, nor is it up to the police officer he's interacting with.
Right, it's up to the court.
If you want to get arrested right now and then take that up as a test case, great. Then we'll have judges looking at this, and then everyone can accept the result.
Well, let's be honest here. He does have a map. Do you have a map?
Okay. Well, I gotta go though, guys. I have to log out. So.
Good night, Artie.
All right.
Good
night, everybody.
Be the man, get better or whatever. I don't know what the scenario is, but I hope you're feeling better.
Thanks. I'll see you guys later.
Yep.
All right. Bye.
Come on.
Continue.
Please.
Right or liberty into a privilege, the citizen can ignore the license and fee and engage in the right or liberty with impunity. Shuttlesworth versus City of Birmingham, Alabama. Murdoch versus Pennsylvania.
Is this video mirrored?
Convert a liberty into a
What, honey?
Is this video mirrored? I just saw him flip
backwards?
the page backwards.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Like,
No,
yeah,
it doesn't seem to be though.
Maybe he's
reading backwards,
and maybe it's in Arabic.
Or maybe
or Hebrew. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
license and charge a fee therefore. Miller versus U.S. There can be no sanction or penalty imposed upon one because of his exercise of constitutional rights. Davis versus Welcher, Stromberg versus California.
The cop just walks up.
He's reading to the cop that's not even there anymore.
Does he even realize it?
Oh no.
He's probably just trying to save face.
Maybe.
Well, that camera pan just screwed him over then, I guess.
His girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah, and she's probably like, look at my man. Look how smart he is.
Yeah, he's reading something he printed out.
And stuff and things.
I wouldn't even say that. He's just standing there making noise.
These people are gross. Just saying.
Yeah, they are. Also, it's not mirrored apparently, according to what it's on his arm. Or is it?
No, it's right side.
Huh.
Because I can read it.
Maybe he just doesn't know how to page.
Right.
He doesn't know how to map page brain to. live, exist.
Grunt style, it says on there.
Grunt style.
What does that even mean?
It's a brand of
Yeah.
of clothing. I actually have some grunt style stuff.
Did he serve
I'm
in the
embarrassed
military?
No.
He says that he did, and
Right.
but I don't.
I call bullshit.
I'm not gonna do either. I'm not gonna call bullshit or not bullshit because we did have some dumb heads.
But look at him
in our ranks. So
a stiff wind would blow him over.
He
Dude,
is,
eat a sandwich.
Yeah, he is sort of a hipster, but I'm not going to take a stance. Let's move along.
He's definitely metro.
I get it.
Mississippi versus Alabama. The assertion of federal rights, when plainly and reasonably made, are not to be defeated under the name of local practice. Johnson versus State. State must produce corroborating evidence of corpus delicti showing that injury or harm constituting crime occurred and that injury or harm was caused by someone's criminal activity.
Okay, pause.
Doesn't mean
pause,
a corpse, though.
pause,
It's not an
please,
actual.
Please.
Good.
That is not, and help me out, Mike. That is not what corpus delicti means. Corpus delicti is the entirety of the circumstances. Am I?
Absolutely,
correct?
the body of evidence.
The body of evidence.
What they're saying is the amount of evidence supporting a crime. It has nothing to do with an actual body.
Right. So thank you for not making me look stupid, because that was my understanding. Is it's the embodiment of all of the evidence of a case. It doesn't mean injured party.
No,
they think corpus delicti means injured party, and that's not what that means. And I'm so
I did a video on it.
I said that.
The guy in Washington, a good judge, good stern judge who did it, and he's saying, look, when we're taking pleas on it, we want some, evidence outside of the fact that they admitted to the crime that supports the notion that the crime occurred. And we're not talking about murders or anything else. There's no body involved. What they're saying is we just want something outside of the fact that they admitted it. Now, that's just a Washington statute, and that's one application of it. But it does illustrate. You're just saying the body of evidence supporting the notion that somebody committed a crime.
Right. And if y'all could stop using Latin, I mean, just a suggestion from a layperson.
Yeah.
Maybe, like, I'm just saying. All right, let's move along.
Boyce versus Grundy. Fraud vitiates the most solemn contracts, documents, and even judgments. U.S. versus Throckmorton. Whereas officials and even judges have no immunity. See Owen versus City of Independence. Maine versus Thibodeau and Hafer versus Milo. Officials and judges are deemed to know the law and sworn to uphold the law. Officials and judges.
I was just gonna say, stop trying to raise your voice as if you're talking.
Yeah.
Important.
Right. He sounds like
it's a filibuster. That's what it is. It's a filibuster.
What is he doing?
The
is he gonna...
what are they called? The what are those dudes that stand on the street corners? They dress up like Power Rangers.
Oh my God! What?
The Hebrew Israelites. That
Black Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah, the Hebrew Israelites, the ones that they dress up. I say dress up like Power Rangers. They wear all the bright colored clothes and everything.
Yeah, the name is Black Hebrew Israelites, though. It's not just Hebrew Israelites.
Well, maybe we should have a show about them one day because they are hilarious.
They're the ones that think
they're not hilarious when you're walking by in New York.
Right, but they stand on the street corner and they just scream lines from the Bible like out of context.
They're the ones that think that every famous white person in history is actually black, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they think that one day, like, all the white people are going to be slaves.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because of
like Moors.
Yeah. Oh, somebody in the chat said my cousins are Hebrew Israelites.
Ooh.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
Imagine that at Thanksgiving dinner. It's like...
Do they also have those big robots? And I wonder what Zordon actually thinks about all this.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure he's not aware.
My apologies. Let's move along.
Are they mighty morphing?
I want the sheriff to show up because that's when it really gets funny.
Yeah, let's stop listening to him and see the sheriff.
Funny. Can I fast forward through his bullshit?
I don't see why not.
Thank you, because I swear to God, listen to him drone on.
As if he's important.
Employer, it's required in every employment contract. Accommodations, which they cannot taxpayer dollars.
Who's he talking to? Nobody.
Not do his job.
She just panned over. There's nobody over there.
Well, there's someone on the distance, and he's not actually looking at that guy. He's just acting.
Yeah.
I think he's just acting like there's somebody there.
Look at me being important.
Be the video after this when
she keeps
the
showing
sheriff
up.
shows up.
No,
here
he is.
Oh wait, there's someone.
I am the sheriff. Perfect. Stop out front now. You guys are already going.
We were there for hours, man. We were there for hours waiting on you.
Exactly. I have other things.
He has a job, bitch.
Oh, you're good to go. Thank you. I'll talk to them.
You actually have to arrest him before you first do the sheriff.
He can go. I can talk to you guys.
Oh, denied, bitch.
Yeah, this is why I wanted you to back it up a bit, because the deputy that they were trying to arrest, the sheriff shows up. That's the sheriff right there, and he's just like, no, he can go.
17 and a half minutes? That's around the part where you want to back up, right?
All right, I'll do it
Yeah,
again.
let's go right around there.
We just all saw it, but I'll do it again.
He's a good guy. Talking nicely to him, we're actually really disappointed that we even have to do this.
Yeah, it's a lot of disappointing things this last year and a half. It's been pretty darn disappointing.
They could have stopped it all.
They could have stopped it all.
Oh, shut up.
Actually, that's what we pay him for. That's the problem.
What's up?
So, Deputy Havey here told us on video, as we're recording right now, yesterday, that he will take an unlawful order from your guys'. Oh, you are the sheriff.
I am the sheriff. Perfect.
He just said he
Stop
was.
out front to talk to you guys. You guys were already going.
We were there for hours, man. We were there for hours waiting on you.
Exactly. I have other things to be doing.
So
these are the. Oh, you're good to go. Thank you. I'll talk to them.
These are you actually have to arrest him before you first do the sheriff.
He can go. I can talk to you guys.
Uh-huh.
We're being recorded as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So these are all the Oregon Constitution.
But why aren't you telling him no? He can't go. He's under private person's arrest.
Right. Why aren't they tackling him to the ground?
I know.
Right.
Shit. Even Josh Abrams is. I'm sorry.
Sections you're violating right now.
Okay. How's that? It's like.
So you gave Haiti the order to arrest.
Even the flies don't like him.
Who goes in there without a mask if they're resistant? He told me that you gave him the order.
See, you are wrong right there.
He told me yesterday that you gave him the order.
Deputy Havey is here to enforce the crime of trespass, just like you would with any other business in this county. If any other business, you're welcome to send ID. If any other business in this county, every business has the right to make their own rules.
No, not when it comes to constitutional rights.
You are, sir. Every business in this county, every business in the state has the authority to make the rules. And if you choose not to abide by those rules, then you can either leave, or you can be charged with trespass if you choose not to.
Interesting.
False and sworn statements right now.
I'm not, sir.
Well, so 659A 375 requires you to have a non-discrimination policy in your employment contract, which requires an obligation of good faith, and you were given notice of such, Section 1.20. When you
Pause the video.
Yeah, please.
I think
so. Like right now, like pretty much everywhere in Virginia, if they all have signs on the door that say masks are required if you're not vaccinated. But at Home Depot specifically, it doesn't matter. You have to wear a mask in there.
Right.
Because
Delta.
Because they can say it's their business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's you are going in there. It's a mutually how do I word this?
Dress codes.
Yeah, I'm mutually agreeing to. I'm going to buy something and they're going to sell it to me, and we're going to agree on the terms. And part of those terms is that they say when I come into their building, I have to wear a mask. Oh, and that's what the sheriff is trying to explain to them.
Private business, there's no doubt about it. All your constitutional arguments are done. They get to set their own policy unless they're violating the Constitution, which it's not for a private company to make that decision.
No shirt, no shoes,
and then
no
it's
mask.
not even close. This is not even arguable.
Yeah.
So that was my only point, because Home Depot is the one place that I've been, recently that's different from everywhere else. But if you're going in there and they say you got to wear one, I can leave and I can go to Lowe's,
right?
Because they're not going to make me wear one. So it's I don't know what this kid is even arguing with the sheriff about, because the sheriff's like,
because he thinks he knows something. You know that.
Yeah, it's like when you are so dumb but you think you're smart. It's
Dunning-Kruger.
Yeah, I know it's Dunning-Kruger. I've done videos on. There's videos on my channel about Dunning-Kruger, but it's always just so cringy when you see it in action.
That's for sure. That's
the arrogant ignorance. That is
the smugness.
It's the combination of those things. Not to mention, this kind of looks like a show and tell. I mean, what the hell is he even doing?
He's trying to look like he knows something.
It's like a workshop on Dunning-Kruger. Like he's he's showing you like Dunning-Kruger in action.
What would you say? Like if he has a case of Dunning-Kruger, what would you say about the girl? Like she's just brain dead.
Stockholm syndrome.
You know, behind every one of these men is a woman that should know better, right?
Right.
Should, yeah.
Desperate.
Yeah,
woman.
she should be smacking him in the back of the head.
You got to keep in mind that DJ the Party Man, I completely lost his name.
Yeah.
The one who wanted to debate you on his tiny channel with 5 people watching instead of, thousands of people watching.
I gave him so many different opportunities to debate me. We were going to go on Agree to Disagree. That is Conspiracy Cat's channel. I even, against my better judgment, said that I would go on Modern Day Debates.
Yeah, no, you won't.
And he wouldn't do any of it. I enlisted, what's his name? Joe.
Cool.
Joe Cool, who is a frauditor, who is one of his DJ, K-pop, whatever his name is, one of his mentors, who went to him and said, if you really want to debate this dude, and Joe Cool even told him, he was like, Schrodinger's cat, he's a solid dude, like he'll meet you head on. He was like, but under these terms, and he still wouldn't do it. So no, he's just a coward. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the girl that was on there, basically giving up all the rights that have been, gained for women in the last few decades.
Yeah.
She was gonna give it all up because she's apparently what was it again? She said something along men should handle the men business and women should handle women business.
Right.
Female business. That's what she said.
I would say she's smackable. Yeah.
Yeah, because you sent in the girl.
And it's funny because I saw this like
me.
I was in Hawaii, so I was on Hawaii time. So I saw it like 5 hours after the fact. And he's saying that I sent her. I was like, I was asleep when this happened.
Yeah.
He couldn't have stopped me.
Man shouldn't send his woman.
He couldn't have stopped me, is what I'm saying.
Right. I nobody sends Tina anywhere.
No.
Like
Tina goes where Tina goes.
Right. Like, yeah, she's my employee, but she also sends me texts saying it's payday, pay me, bitch.
Okay. So, everybody knows that now. Swear to God.
Wait.
Well, Tina, you did say it first.
Wait. Can you say it again? Just for clear. Just do it in 3, 2, 1.
He doesn't know.
He won't do it.
He wanted you to say it.
No, he wanted you to say it. He wanted you to tell the story again.
No, not the story. Just pay me, bitch.
Just the payoff.
No, I would only say that to legalize drugs.
Just say
Damn it! I wanted to have a
just say it
sound
for him.
bite.
He wants a sound bite. Say it for him.
I don't do things when people tell me to. Fuck off.
Don't say it.
I will take the stream and leave.
No, you won't.
But I thought legalized drugs was going to take your house, your car, and everything.
I'm still waiting for him to
and
serve
your dignity.
Me. It has been weeks. I don't know, Mike. Do you know this story?
No.
Okay, so let's do this really quick. I'll give you the Cliff Notes versions because everything I say is Cliff Notes. So a frauditor said he was going to sue me.
Okay.
He wrote this rambling, incoherent.
Oh, you got to send that to him as well.
Oh yeah. I'll send it to you. Well, no, you could just watch the stream that we did.
Right.
This rambling, incoherent nonsense that he sent to me and said with something called a waiver of service. He wanted me to sign something called a waiver of service. With this 52-page.
I think I saw a little bit of this. Was it a complaint?
Yes, it was.
Well, I didn't get to see it. I'm sure it made no sense. Did he draft it or did an attorney draft it?
No.
He's the attorney. Don't you know?
He fancies himself a legal expert.
Oh, that's good.
And so we had a live stream. Like the day that I got it, I was like an emergency live stream. So we had Artie, we had OPT, we had Natalie, and we went through this thing, and it was just irrelevant thing after irrelevant thing. His main complaint was that my subscribers were mean to him in his comment section. And he was suing me on the grounds of defamation. And he sent this like 3-page thing that was a waiver of service, which meant that I was going to waive service of the suit. Like he actually did file suit. There's actually a case number.
Okay.
So we went through it and we laughed at it. We all had a good laugh.
Right.
And then the following Monday, I went and met with my lawyer and just said, just to be safe, like, take a look at this. And he had a good giggle while he was reading through it. And he said, well, in the state of Virginia, waiver of service is not a thing. He's like, that's not even a thing, except in certain like family law, like an uncontested divorce. He was like, yeah, you can waive service. In that case.
But weren't these supposedly federal claims?
No, he sued me in because we both live in Virginia, so he sued me in.
So this wasn't a copyright strike or something. This was supposedly for defamation.
It was for defamation. Yes.
Okay.
And so the lawyer, thumbed through the complaint and said, there's nothing here. And I said, well, what about this waiver of service? What do I do? He was like, don't do anything.
Ignore it. Yeah.
He was like, just don't do a damn thing. He's like, and I said, look, I can pay you. I can afford to retain you. And if that's your concern. He was like, no. He was like, you don't. He's like, call me back if he actually serves you.
Yeah, he hasn't qualified for you having to pay the attorney.
Right. And my lawyer was like upfront with me. He was like, there's nothing here. There's absolutely nothing. Even if he did serve me, he was like, still there's nothing, he would represent me, but he was like, there's nothing here. And so then in one of my later videos or something, I was like, because people were asking, I was like, here's what my lawyer said. He was like, just, don't do a damn thing because you don't need to.
Right.
So later I get an email from this guy saying, oh, so since you won't waive service, I'm going to have some of my YouTube friends serve you.
Can't do that
at your house.
I'm confident that is not the procedure in Virginia, despite the fact that I don't practice there.
No. My lawyer had already said, like, because he originally said he was going to serve me in person. And I'm like, that's not how service works.
No.
And
well, you have in-person service. You issue a summons, and you have the sheriff in the county you live in hand you the document and sign off on it. That's how it works.
Right. So there's two ways that you can serve somebody in Virginia. You can have the sheriff's deputies do it for a small fee, or you can hire a process server. That's it.
Yep.
So
there's no waiving of service.
When he said he's going to have some of his YouTube buddies serve me, the court would not recognize that as proper service.
No.
So
it's not service.
I think he's just, because it's been weeks and weeks and weeks since this happened. So I'm pretty sure he's just given up on it.
Yeah.
I think I might go back and start trolling him a little bit, because honestly, I want him to serve me so that we can have more live streams about it.
It's a pending suit. It will generate a date. They will have a status call, and the judge will say, "What have you done in the way of service?" And he won't know what to say, and they'll say nothing. Or if he doesn't show up, it'll get dismissed for want of prosecution.
That's what my lawyer said. He said, if nothing happens within 1 year, that it'll just fall off the docket and nothing. It'll be, he would have to start all over. The thing is, he paid something like $300 and some odd.
That's the filing fee, yeah.
For a filing fee.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, when he filed and he mailed that to me, he spent another, $15 or something to mail it to me. Mm-hmm. And I made $600 that night in super chats. So there's
if he effectuates service on you, so the court has jurisdiction, then you're going to have to hand it your attorney, and the attorney's going to file a motion to dismiss and prevail because it's nonsense.
Yeah,
but that will cost money. You'll have to enter an appearance, and your attorney will have to draft a response.
He'll still make more off of it than he'll lose.
I will still. I'll have another super chat. Another live stream with all of you guys on, and I'll make all that back and more. And plus, I'm not hurting, for I would rather embarrass him. Mm-hmm. I can hire a lawyer. It's no big deal.
Right.
And if he does effectuate service, then I'll have fun with it, because what's it called? Damn it. It's like the first hurdle. It's like 12 V6 or 12 B6 or
half a dozen.
Well, I don't know. What you're discussing is the Virginia Code of Civil Procedure, which I wouldn't know off the top of my head. But the first thing that would happen here is you would probably just file a motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim. And probably in addition to that, although it wouldn't be worth your time, part of your prayer for relief would be a prayer for sanctions for bringing non-meritorious suit and requesting the cost that you paid to enter an appearance.
Oh yeah, no,
and that would be granted. That would be granted by 99.9% of judges.
Right, and I'm enough of an asshole that I would ask for court cost and legal fees. Mm-hmm. Not that he could ever, he
couldn't pay him. No,
1,000 years pay it, but just to be a dick, I'll do it. And I've said in live streams, before, I'm happy to lose money. I have asked so many of these First Amendment auditors who copyright strike my videos and do all these things. I've begged them to sue me. And I've said in live streams in the past, I'm happy to lose money. On the order of thousands of dollars. I'm happy to lose money.
Right.
Just to make you lose in court.
Right.
But I think this guy maybe saw the writing on the wall and was like, yeah, he's not, he's not going to
Yeah, I've gotten I've only had one strike, but and I did the same thing. I contested it and they backed down. It was an absolute loser on the fair use, the same thing that you're always dealing with. It was an absolute loser. They would have been crushed. I know it. I didn't consult anybody. I just responded literally off the top of my head and never heard another word other than it's cleared and the video is on my channel now. I won't mention it because I don't want to give the person who did it extra support.
I think I remember who it was, but we went down a major rabbit hole. So I guess we should get back to this
Thank
kid
you
trying
very
to.
much. I didn't want to say anything, but
Well, let's get back to this kid trying to arrest the
Oh.
sheriff.
Non-discrimination policy. In your non-discrimination policy, it tells you that if you discriminate or enforce discrimination, or even fail to do your duty to stop discrimination, you are guilty of coercion.
We're going to have to agree to disagree, sir.
That's what it says in your department policy.
We're going to have to agree to disagree. So,
he's disagreeing with what his department policy says. So, when you restrict access to a public accommodation purporting to someone's rights, that's deprivation of rights. It's USC 242 and 241 when you conspire with another, which you did with Officer Hayes. So you cannot criminally trespass someone who is in a public accommodation within their rights. And 431.180 restricts every authority cited on the public health order from interfering with an individual's right to choose their choice mode of treatment or treatment by purely spiritual means. I mean, you don't have to have a mask. You're conscientious objection. It's a very well protected right here in Oregon.
Spiritual means.
Up until this last year and a half, where you guys have been failing your duties. So in violation of ORS 659A.030 Section D, because you have that mandate sign on your door of your department. Now, that's official misconduct because you're violating a statute of your office, which is the non-discrimination policy, which you signed the contract.
once again, sir, we'll have to agree to disagree on that.
Okay.
The Board of County Commissioners are well within their rights.
They're actually violating their contract.
They're well within their rights.
You should read your.
Can I talk?
Regulations.
I'll let you talk. That's my turn to talk. Okay.
Yeah.
The Board of County Commissioners are well within their rights to place rules on their places of business, which is.
And those rules have to be constitutional. That's why you have full and equal access protected by.
Well, let him talk, will you?
It sounds like we're just spinning our wheels.
They never do.
It sounds like you don't know the laws that you're supposed to know and enforce.
Okay.
That you actually
Well, if you
signed a piece of paper saying you knew that.
If you would like, sir, you're more than welcome to type up your justifications. Like I would have to, if I was going to make an arrest, I would have to type up my justifications for that arrest, and I would have to submit.
And so a confession of criminal conspiracy for coercion.
So please,
is satisfactory.
Type up your justification, and then email it to me. I will make sure it gets to a judge. Or conversely, feel free to send it straight to the Department of Justice if you feel like we are violating that.
Okay, right. And if I were to place you under private person's arrest right now, would you resist?
I would leave.
So he's under private person's arrest for 133-225.
What's your last name?
For coercion and extortion of rights, and criminal conspircy for coercion and extortion of rights with Officer Havey.
What's your last name?
So you're going to leave and be a fugitive?
Correct. But if you are going to submit to me a report of misconduct, I want to know who it's coming from.
You'll get it with my report.
Okay, perfect. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You have a great day, fugitive.
You too.
So now they called him a fugitive.
Have a great day, fugitive.
He was fantastic. The sheriff did a nice job.
Yeah, I mean he was really articulate, and he, laid out that.
Observe what Tina's doing right now. Leaving a dislike, leaving a comment. I love it. Thanks for
it's just going to get deleted.
Yeah, well,
But yeah, you
don't leave the comment of shame.
In every situation, especially when you're an employee, and I know this from being in the military and being a contractor, you don't necessarily agree with everything that you're doing. It's just it's never going to happen that you're 100% in lockstep with your bosses, but that doesn't alleviate you from your duty.
Absolutely not. He's got a thing. He's saying it's a really horrible argument in the private context. In the public, when he's saying you have to wear a mask when you go to the sheriff's office, that's governmental. Fine, file civil rights action, and if you prevail on that in front of a judge, great. Go ahead. Right. But that is not currently the law, and the sheriff has to uphold the current law.
Right. That's the
plain
thing.
and simple.
That's the thing that I've said in so many videos about like this and traffic stops and all this stuff where they say this is unconstitutional, that's unconstitutional. When you're going into City Hall and saying, no, I'm not going to wear a mask, that's not the place that you adjudicate that.
Yep.
On the side of the road is not the place where you adjudicate whether or not you have to have registration.
Absolutely.
And so whether or not I agree at that time with the law, I can still make fun of you for picking the wrong place and wrong time for disputing those things.
And that is it. You absolutely can file a civil rights action and say, I think I should be able to go here and do that, and then get it in front of a judge and then have that. That's an honest, and then one side or the other will prevail, but that's an honest way to go about it. But the sheriff cannot say, I'm the Supreme Court now. I've decided this is absolutely unconstitutional.
I said this in a video at one point. I think it was a uniform municipal cop, and somebody was arguing with him about the Constitution and constitutionality of the law or the legality of the law. And I said, well, you're arguing with the wrong dude, because the guy that decides this ultimately is not wearing a blue uniform. He's wearing a black robe. Like, you're arguing with the wrong dude. And that's what it comes down to. They think that if they just have enough paperwork that they downloaded from some guru website, that they're just going to be able to get out of it. You're in the wrong place, dude.
Who is this guy? I'm happy we've got a new one.
Tina, you probably have better access to
Poly audits.
But
this reminds me a lot of
he spelled
David
it weird.
Rodriguez.
I just looked it up. It's polyaudis.
Yeah, polyaudis.
You missed the T.
Yeah, no T.
Probably just because he's dumb.
I'm actually happy to see it because I've gotten to the point where I thought maybe we've just won the war because there are no soft sits left. We've
no, there's plenty of soft. I don't know where you're looking, but there
they keep
plenty
popping
of
up.
them.
They keep popping up.
Okay.
Jeez,
Hold up.
Get away from him.
AMG, you really have to go to his main channel page and just look at the shorts. There's a very smug, weird, pineapple-looking man.
You don't make me.
Poly audits.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you go to his main channel, you actually see
God, yeah.
Look, it's a pineapple.
Bronson interview.
What is with that hair? What is that? What is?
He looks like a pineapple.
Good old sprout.
He looks like a pineapple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna show it to everyone because we got a chat as well. That's quite curious right now,
fine.
probably.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, let's
Besides
look
his
at
parents
that and
being
then do super chats, and then Van Balian just dropped a new one that we should probably look at.
Besides his parents being brother and sister, he's just not right.
Got to get a beverage. I'll be right back.
There he is. Here, I'll bring it there. What's that? What is that?
I don't know.
Fucking idiot.
It looks like the thing that my sister-in-law puts on the top of her poodle's hair when she gets her poodle groomed.
And this is a guy who apparently has a girlfriend. Why is she letting him walk out the house like that? She's bad, obviously.
The thing is, like,
his sister girlfriend.
I hate to break it to his girlfriend, but she has a girlfriend.
He needs to lose the man bun and trim his beard. At the very least.
Something. Well, yeah, that and a lot more. A lot. No, that's not it.
Oh, that's wrong.
Can he just use an avatar, like, you know?
I just can't get over the hair.
That nose.
Yeah. But
I mean, I don't care what he looks like. It's just the hair is something you can. What is that?
Unfortunately, the nose looks like he could be related to.
I've seen little kids with that. You know, it's like, oh, hey, look, you just put a little string around their hair, and then they look like that. It's like little kids below the age of 4. What is this?
Right. Yeah.
I have that nose in my family. I don't have that nose, but I have that nose in my family, and it's just not right.
Well, why don't you give it back to this lad?
I'd like to break it.
It's not exactly a Roman nose, is it?
No, but
but
not every Roman has a Roman nose.
Do we have super chats?
Yeah, we got some.
Yeah.
And then, what do y'all think about watching Van Balian's latest with the Windows Smashy?
Well, it's a 2-parter of the latest.
Yeah, I did 2 parts on that video.
But yeah, I'm all down for it. I love Van.
Yeah, and then
my favorite.
Yep.
Okay. Before you do the super chat, so I do have to be the guy that goes away.
What?
I
All
have
right,
to go.
take care, Reg.
You have to go?
Yeah, I have to go.
Where are you going?
Where I'm going?
Yeah.
None of your damn business, man.
Probably going to
Am I being detained?
Yeah.
He's probably
Yeah.
going to sleep. It's late in Dutchland.
Yeah. It's also 2 o'clock in the morning here. Last
Yeah, 'cause you said
stream,
you were-
there was what?
Yeah, you said you were going to meet somebody. I was like, where? At
Oh
what?
yeah.
At 2 o'clock in the morning.
Well, 2
What are
o'clock
you
in the morning.
doing?
That's business time, my friend.
So
Yeah,
at 2 o'clock in the morning, Raj?
What are you picking up there at 2 o'clock in the
In
morning?
the flight of the
Raj?
Concorde.
Who are you
so to say.
meeting at
You
2
got-
o'clock in the morning?
You guys are weird. You guys are jealous. I can see the look on everyone's face here.
I am. I'll tell you that right
yeah,
now.
No, we don't kink
I
shame
know.
around here.
Oh,
If you
I
want
do.
cocaine and
Where are
hookers,
you
then
going?
on you, bro.
maybe I'm gonna meet another horned lady. You don't know.
Oh, shit.
A horned lady?
Okay.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, succubus, you know.
Pointy.
Yeah, Cliff knows what I'm talking about.
All right.
Hey, but see you guys. This was a lot of fun, and keep an eye on this chat. There's people in there.
All right, Reg.
Take care.
Good night.
Talk to you later.
Bye, Reg.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. So Mad Madam Mims for $20 says should also support these amazing people, especially my hero, Cliff. Oh, sorry, that's Marvel.
Oh, thank you. Love you.
Phantom Oren for $5 says shipmate to shipmate. Thanks for all you do, Schrodinger's cat. You're awesome, sir.
Thank you, shipmate.
Don Fanning for $4.99 says no way, cool, because she won the mic. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Gal for $4.99 says AMG, you're such a savage. Fog Repair Shipakashi for $2 says they don't listen to AMG because they are scared. Aaron for $5 says, doesn't freedom of religion end at acts that can harm others? Otherwise, we would have religions with human sacrifices and stuff.
What?
He said,
Yeah, it's just saying there's limitations on the constitutional rights is the argument.
Okay.
yeah, freedom of religion ends at like human sacrifices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, there's limitations on all of the.
Although he was making convoluted ploys to how he can dictate the policy of a private business via
Right.
religion. I don't even follow it, but that's where he was.
Yeah. Jens Jensen for Danish kroner 50 says, one thing is for sure, they have not had enough oxygen during childbirth. Luna Reigns for $5 says, do you know people who are soft-sits and First Amendment auditor knows there's HIPAA and HIPAA-like laws to protect privacy and safety of clients?
That's not the best argument in the world, but I see where you're coming from.
Yeah. Great Big Rands for $5 says, Jacobson versus Massachusetts is the basis for all medical mandates if there's a threat to public health.
Yep.
WrestleGal for $4.99 says he's clearly never served in the military.
Nope.
He says he did. I'm not going to take a position one way or another without knowing.
Lunar Reigns had a $5 super sticker. Thank you very much. Let's see, what else? Do we have anything else? Yep. Colony L3 for $1.99 says, Radical, tell your cow I said moo. All right. Anything else here? It looks like that is it.
Wait a minute. Okay, Cranky. They were talking about a friend with cancer in the chat, and he said, licking boots poisons your blood. Fuck you. Fuck you. You want to debate him, I'll have Kick run your show for you, because I'm not going to be around that motherfucker. Fuck that.
Okay. Well, we got another.
He said, what are y'all all going to do when Schrodinger gets totally debunked?
That'll never happen.
Show up, dude. If you can debunk me, then you'll be a better person than everybody I've ever debated in my dozens of debates. Nobody's ever come close. You're probably going to show up empty-handed like all the rest of
Anybody
them.
who can say something like that's too stupid.
Right.
We got two more.
Who in your family's died of cancer?
All right.
Sorry.
That's not.
We got two more that came in. Uriel Gray for $2 says, Mike, glad to see you here. You rock.
Thank you.
Swan Pirate for $2 says, Artie is the king. Hashtag pickle gang.
All right. We got a choice. We can either rap or we can...
Van Balian, I thought.
Huh?
Did you forget Van Balian already?
If you would let me finish a fucking sentence. I was going to say we can either wrap it up or watch Van Balian and then wrap it up.
I can do it. I can go either way.
Okay. Then, Tina, it's your choice. Since you are the queen bee around here, apparently.
Right. Well, as long as you realize I will get Van Balian up because he's a wonderful man. So the first one's only 5 minutes and 32 seconds, but it's integral to the second.
Okay.
Which is longer.
Don't pretend like you know what integral means.
Oh, so sorry. All right. Okay. Here we go with Mr. Van Balian, who will be on the show in the near future. He's
cool.
just not ready for lives yet.
Does he come on or does he use an avatar?
Avatar.
Yeah, he just speaks. But, yeah.
I'm curious because I've been seeing all of his stuff and I know his voice and I would.
Yeah, he's protective of
privacy kind of thing.
Yeah, because he's been around too long and people are after him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally has been around long enough that he gets death threats.
I've
only ever gotten a few, and they, but some of the old school people, they get tons of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's because they've been exposing these frauds for so long, and they don't like it. Yeah.
Some of the best ones who did that aren't around anymore. Dozic, Talisman, those kind of channels, they really went deep and really exposed these guys. And some of them are in jail because of them. Here we go. Man.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you to one of my long-time subscribers for sending me this video. Right, this video was posted as one, but I've split it into two videos. Part one, which is the dash cam of the chase and eventual arrest, and part two, the court hearing. Let's get into the video.
It's a red Chevy pickup with ladders on top, Texas tag, Gulf, Juliet.
Oh, this is the one I made a video about.
0883, 27 South of Warren.
Artie did this one too, I think.
Yeah, he did Van Balian's. He covered Van Balian. Ow. Ow. I don't know if we get to see this guy in the video.
But he's in the video.
Okay, because he's like in his 20s, like he's young, but he looks like he's in his 60s. He's weathered, let's say.
Not yet. I believe he's looking for a safe place to pull over.
No, he's not.
Well, yeah, the cop thinks this is just an everyday routine traffic stop at this point. He has no idea you have no intention of pulling over, but that soon changes.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it so far. There's no place to pull over yet, but
there is.
You can
You're
find
saying
one.
It's like you have every intention of stopping when you leave the highway. Let's see if that happens.
There was an exit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look at all this shoulder over here.
Yeah.
Tons of shoulder.
221. Our speeds are 52 miles an hour. Right now, traffic is clear. We're getting off on Broad Street.
You're doing 52 now, yes, but you weren't when he clocked you. More on this during the court hearing in part 2.
Right, he was going 91 when they clocked him.
Yeah.
We're off, headed toward. We got off Broad exit, headed south.
Oh yeah. There's no excuse now.
Nope.
I mean, you just
Look through that stop sign.
Right.
There was a turn off.
221, we're approaching Broad, 18 miles an hour at stoplight.
There's another turn off.
Hey, get out! Get out of the vehicle! Get out now! Get out of the vehicle now! Get out of the vehicle
Yeah!
Go!
Get out of the vehicle
I've
now!
heard the cops not like messing around forever, because they do that. Like they want these like 1 hour standoffs. Like he didn't even have backup, and I would have at least had like one other cop there before I did this.
Nice,
but
yeah.
like he's just a badass. He just runs up there, just smashes the window.
Yeah,
So
but the context is this guy won't pull over, so I understand him going straight to it.
Right.
Oh, I have no problem with that.
Yeah, but at least like maybe put.
I was thinking about
like,
his safety.
Have somebody roll out like spike strips in front of the truck or something.
Yeah. Nope.
Because he has an obligation to his family to go home that night.
There he is. Sorry.
Got a Tennessee Highway Patrol behind
Look
me.
at those teeth.
Ugh. He is weathered.
Get out now!
What's the emergency?
Get out of the vehicle now!
What's the emergency?
Get out of the vehicle
What's the
now!
emergency, brother? Put in park.
Get out of the vehicle
What's the
now!
emergency? Why are you jerking on me? What's the
You
problem?
have any weapons on you?
What's the
Put
problem,
that cell phone down.
You are the problem, bitch.
What's the emergency, brother?
What's the emergency? Let's see. You were speeding, refusing to stop, and refusing to step out of your vehicle. How's that for starters?
There you go.
Jerking on me. What's the problem?
You have any weapons on you?
What's the problem?
Put that cell phone down.
What's the emergency, brother?
Open the door.
Pretty.
Open the door.
What is the emergency?
Get out.
I'm trying to. You're jerking on my arm. I can't come take the
seatbelt out.
I got my arm. I can't.
All right. Get out. Get out. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now. Why are you fucking doing this to me? Get on the ground.
Oh my
Why
God,
are you
really?
doing this? Put your hands behind your back.
Woo, you can't be that
They
dumb.
never know what they did wrong.
What crime have I committed?
You didn't stop.
And it's clear in the video he refused to stop. But that's not going to stop him from trying to discredit the cop about his speed and other things during the court video with a bit of selective editing. More on this in part 2.
Oh God, he's so fucked up, this guy. The court video is ridiculous.
Right.
Man. Let me get to it. All right. There's more than one appearance at court in this, just so you know, so you don't get confused.
Okay.
Here we go.
Ma'am, you're not allowed in yet.
She's my witness. She's coming
Okay,
with
call the
me.
witness in later.
Well, then she can come in. When
No, sir.
I'll
No.
come in when she can come in. Then
Okay,
if you're not
okay.
ready for me, then you're not
He was
ready.
the only one in the car, so she's not a witness.
He wants her to witness the proceedings because
right. That's not what a witness is.
No.
Yep. I just had that. Yeah, it's a witness for today's proceedings. It's not a witness of the events of subject of the case.
Right.
Have you ever lost something and it was like not in that spot, and then like you look in that spot and it's there and nobody's been there, so nobody could have put it there, but it's there. You ever?
Only you.
Okay, well, it just happened and I live alone. Nobody could have put it there.
I'm not saying I did it, but I'm not saying I didn't.
Okay. We're not having a disorder today. Because you
She ain't
just
having
out of
it.
courtroom. You can't come in. Have a seat. You go in.
I'm not going in without my witness. She's here to witness the fraud in this court. If
The
I can't
fraud
bring in
in
my
this
witness, I'm not
court.
coming in the court.
Like he cannot even fathom going into a court and not having fraud happen. You know what I'm saying?
I welcome it. Don't go in. Fine. We'll issue a bench warrant, or you'll get charged with dementia. I don't care.
Exactly.
Don't do us any favors.
Actually, do us the favor of not going in.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, more content for my channel.
Mm-hmm. More for me to laugh at.
Well, okay, then she's not ready for me. When she calls for me, I'll go in then.
Yeah, exactly. You're not telling
Wow,
them anything.
we're not even in the courtroom yet, and he's already causing trouble.
Of course he
This
is.
bodes well for the hearing.
He's a moron. He's really dumb. He is just stupid.
In Virginia, you can't even take your camera in the courthouse.
Most
Like, at all.
courthouses, you cannot take the camera in there.
Yeah, no, you can't even get past the metal detectors with them.
Mm-mm.
I just think that she was singing to the tune of Mr. Sandman.
I was.
Okay. Sorry, it took me a second to catch up to that.
No problem. I do shit like that all the time. Don't worry about it.
She ain't ready for me. There ain't no reason I can't sit out here just like I'm sitting fucking there.
He keeps mumbling to himself.
It's like Boomhauer from
yeah.
Oh my God!
You have a seat in the back.
She walks up with me. She's my witness. Just
I tell you what, that danged old witness is gonna come in this courthouse with me.
My brother just showed up. Hey, Kick. You here?
Hey.
Hey, Kick.
Oh, what's up, Kick?
Oh, kick stuff. Kicking rocks. What's
You
going
out
on?
still?
No, I just got home.
Oh, okay, cool. We're watching the Van Balion that was just put out.
Oh, good. This is a good one.
Yeah, it is.
We got I've got a frauditor that wants to debate me, Kick.
Yeah.
Oh, well, bring his ass up here and I'll eat him fucking alive like I did to Rogue Nation and LDOF.
He's in the chat.
We're gonna schedule it.
Good.
I did a video on Rogue yesterday, and I didn't even know this guy, but like I hear that he just got out of jail. Does anybody know why we're here?
Yeah, he did get out of jail. He went on an audit while he had a warrant for his arrest, and he was auditing, I guess it looked like the parking lot of a police station, which is the smartest thing to do when you have a warrant for your arrest.
Mm-hmm.
They had him for criminal mischief, I think is what the warrant was for. And I heard that he also had a fourth degree felony misuse of benefits.
These guys are idiots.
Okay,
And-
whatever.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know. And that was fascinating because they said that warrant was out of Walton County, which I know extremely well, Florida. And I'm like, what are you doing? That is not the place to do that.
Yeah,
No.
I've got.
Well, these guys are idiots, though.
I've got multiple videos on my channel of frauditors going out and doing their shit with active warrants.
Yeah, because they don't brain well.
And
they don't brain well.
Because the cop doesn't need to do anything. Like, he doesn't need to arrest you for what you're doing. He just needs to run you. And then he can just
execute a warrant
arrest you.
the end, and they're happy to do. Oh, they gotta love it.
And it's
Right.
weird how hesitant they are to hand over their ID too.
Right.
I love the concept that they think they know so much about the law, and then
Laughable.
They're too inept to understand the basic things like, oh, I don't know, don't go on a fucking audit when you have a warrant for your arrest.
Right.
But they want to argue. They want to come up and they want to take over your panel and argue law. You didn't know enough not to get your ass arrested, you stupid git. I mean, seriously.
You tell them.
Nice use of the word "get," by the way.
Thank you.
Very
I
well.
did that for you, Cliffy.
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Now, go that way.
Go
that way.
Don't be pushing on me.
Go this way.
Why you assaulting me?
Oh my
Get your hands
God.
off of me.
Sir, move out the
I did
way.
not consent to this bullshit anyhow. Don't be pushing me around.
Shut up, bitch. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's my witness.
She wasn't even there on the traffic stop. You were on your own. So
Right.
how can she be your witness?
You need to approach the bench, sir.
Come on. State's asking for the rule, and then she has to step back, okay, until she's calm. Okay, ma'am, if you'll stand right there. Can you tell her not to touch me?
No.
Just don't walk into her arm, okay? Okay, hold everything. I need everybody to stay right where they are for 1 minute. Can you put us on the record? Okay. For the record, this is State of Tennessee versus Gregory Justin Parker, case number 1834881.
Get ready for this long list of charges. It's incredible the amount of offences he committed by refusing to pull over.
Wherein he's charged with the offense of evading arrest, 8-2, reckless endangerment, 8-3, resisting, 8-4, driving on a revoked, 8-6, speeding, 8-7, reckless driving, 8-8, registration, 8-9, texting while driving, 9-0,
Of course.
failure to use due care, 9-1, driving without a license, 9-2, driving without insurance, 9-3, registration violation, and 9-5, retaliation. All witnesses that are going to testify.
If I remember, that came out to 13
You
charges.
a witness to proceedings.
But he knows the law, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
If not, you're going to leave the courtroom.
He knows his rights,
You're a witness to proceedings.
Sir, you're not being talked to.
We are not having any witnesses of proceedings now due to COVID regulations.
What's all these other people in here?
Looks to me like they're all there to testify. Your quote-unquote witness isn't.
Yeah.
Or witnesses in the courtroom. And so if you're going to testify, raise your right hand. If not, okay, then you need to step outside.
At least you didn't lie about it.
Before I cross this bar, I waive no rights and I retain all my rights.
Nobody cares.
Remember, he said, like, they're so stupid they don't realize when waiving rights helps them.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. First of all, that southern drawl is pronounced.
Too much,
I mean,
right?
I have to think it's charming. It is, but I have to like focus, like it's almost another language. But I don't know what she's doing. Is she doing this? Is she giving admonitions to like multiple trials that are going on?
No, just him. Just him.
And then he's claiming that she's a witness in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah,
which
he's
is,
We've gotten rid of her already.
Yeah,
which is also just really dumb from a law perspective. If you have a witness, the first thing you do when you're going to trials, I do a motion to exclude witnesses, and so does every other attorney who's worth their salt. So what you do is, if you would say, I want a motion to exclude witnesses because I don't want this witness hearing the other people's testimony and then tailoring their testimony to it.
Right. Because in situations that I've been in where I've been a witness, I've been sequestered like in a side room.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes they even have like the noise with those white noise machines in there that make it to where you can't hear what's going on because there's just this background hum. And
yeah, absolutely. And that's what's funny about this. He wants to keep his whatever is his girlfriend or I don't know what it is. He wants to keep this woman with him during the trial. The best thing to do is say she's a member of the public. There's no reason to get rid of her. But no, he says the dumbest thing possible, which is she's a witness, which she's not. But if she was, that's how you exclude her.
Right.
Yeah, but because of COVID, they're not letting anybody in to watch anyway. Everybody in
Really?
there has a case. Yeah.
But yeah, are they showing this on Zoom? Is that why we have it?
Probably.
Yeah. Now that would make sense because then you'd have the public access without making people go in there. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Now, sir, before we start this hearing,
This is what I was talking about with waiving rights.
I need you to tell me whether or not you have an attorney to represent you. Do you
I
have
don't have
an
an attorney. I have no need for one.
Now, do you,
Also notice that he will not stop talking over her, and it pisses me off.
Yes.
No, they don't know how to act in public, especially in a professional setting.
Mm-hmm.
But this is about where I said he doesn't know when to waive his rights is good for him.
do you wish me to appoint you an attorney
No.
for this preliminary hearing? If you don't wish to have an attorney, I need you to waive your
I'm
right
not waiving
to
any
have an
rights.
attorney.
See?
Listen to that. The judge is trying to help him, but all he hears is the words "waive your rights," and he instantly thinks that's a bad thing. He doesn't understand that in order to properly represent himself, he needs to waive his rights to a lawyer or standby counsel will be.
Isn't it sad that a guy in England knows the law better than this guy? Come on.
I think that they think that's some sort of a checkmate where I'm not going to waive my right to an attorney,
but I don't
I'm
want
not
one.
going to accept one. So therefore, we're at this like standoff where you can't proceed.
Well, it's like a toddler, trying to tell them that it's nap time, and if they don't take a nap, they got to go stand in timeout. And they're like, "No, I'm not going in timeout. I'm not taking a nap either." It's like, well, there's no third option.
Nope.
You've got to.
Nope.
It's sort of like when they won't plea,
right,
but they won't accept a not guilty plea from the judge. The judge just assigning them a not guilty plea. They think that
just taking law from the bench.
Yeah, they think that the judge is supposed to be like, "Oh well, guess I got to let you go," and that's not how that works.
Not at all. Here we go.
Be appointed, which you will also whine about.
Okay. Well, you either will have an attorney or you will waive your right.
I will not accept an attorney, and I will not waive any rights either.
Okay.
I have a right to be here as myself, Sue Jurors.
To represent you today.
I do not accept representation. I do not need representation.
Do not talk.
I am competent.
Quiet, sir. Okay. I'm going to appoint the public defender. He does not want anybody to represent him, but since he refuses to waive his right to an attorney, I am appointing an attorney only as an armchair counsel for this
I do not
hearing.
accept this.
Do you
Do not
wish to
consent to
talk
this.
to your attorney?
Well, waive your right to an attorney then.
up!
The judge gave you the two options available to you, and you chose neither.
Disrespectful
That's
little
on you.
cunt.
I like the term that she used, armchair counsel, because that's essentially what he is.
Right.
He's an armchair attorney.
I've heard it called
elbow
too.
counsel. Yeah. Cool. But I just hate how disrespectful he is.
I do not accept him to speak a word on my behalf
You
either.
won't, you idiot.
I'm just going to have one of the public defenders
Will be available, Judge.
that be available to
So we're
him.
just going to hear your case.
No, I don't
Okay.
have no use for you.
Okay. He has
Or
no
the
use
English
for the
language,
public
or
defender.
hygiene.
Any
I am
review of
confident.
court and that
Oh,
looks
no, you're
at
not.
this will understand. I am appointing him a public defender as an
Against my
armchair
will
since
and
he
against my
refuses
consent.
It's not a matter of will or consent. This is for your benefit and to protect your rights. But you're too dumb to understand that.
Yeah, at least the appellate court will know.
to waive his right. Now, sir, if you at some point decide to testify in this hearing, I assume you would like a jury trial. Is that correct?
Yes, it's the only trial I do accept is a jury trial. I do not accept
And
these
so
sham
in order
proceedings.
to get this case to criminal court, you first have the right to have a preliminary hearing. And so that's what you're about to have is your preliminary hearing. So all witnesses that are going to testify, if you will, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you may put your hand down. Now, Mr. Parker, the way this will proceed, General Denny will ask Trooper Harry any questions After he asks him questions, you'll have an opportunity to ask any questions that you so desire. You may ask.
State your full name for the record. And are you employed with the Tennessee Highway Patrol?
It gets really noisy for a minute.
What duties are you assigned in the Highway Patrol?
Traffic patrol.
Okay, and what area of the state are you currently assigned in?
Hamilton County.
Now I'm going to direct your attention back to I think the events of March the 29th of this year in the vicinity of Highway 27, somewhere around 6 p.m.
I have a question though. If he's surreptitiously filming the events, why did he need the witness at all? Anybody?
I'm not sure. They may allow recording in there. I'm not sure.
No, but why did he need that bitch?
Just to be.
Oh yeah, he doesn't.
Standoffish.
He doesn't. He's just following a subset script that he saw from somebody else.
Right.
She has no role whatsoever.
I'm pretty sure they don't know he has that camera on him.
Oh,
I've never seen a court that says you can. Yeah, go ahead and film. Has anybody?
Well, sometimes you can petition the judge and they'll say.
Do you think he actually did that?
I don't know.
Some courts will just plain let it. Like I don't, because whenever I'm in court, I'm doing business, so I'm not thinking about filming. But everyone's, for instance, when the last trial I had, everyone pulled out a thing and they had what you'd get is an instant transcript of the testimony, so you could make your objections and all that sort of thing, and that. But within that, you end up having a video of it as well.
But the one that the court makes, right?
No, you made it. You brought it in, but you did have to clear it with the judge. But I wasn't even thinking. My opposing counsel had it, and I'm like, I wasn't thinking about it because I was thinking about my witnesses and who I was calling.
Right. It just depends on the court.
I've always seen them say, no, you can't film. But that's
no. In Virginia, you absolutely cannot without the judge explicitly saying that you can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it literally varies from court to court throughout the country.
Connecticut and New York, you can't either.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. He's in Tennessee. I don't know what the rules are.
It'd be surprising to me, though.
He probably
I've always
is.
seen them said no.
Yeah, he probably is doing it without the permission of court, which is probably after the fact another charge that he could get.
Oh, yeah.
If it's against the rules. Or at least a sanction from the court when he comes back the next time.
Yep.
Because I've seen it in Nevada, you're not supposed to, because I've seen them get in trouble for it on cases I followed out there. Just saying.
Did you encounter a red Chevy truck on the roadway? Yes, I did. Could you just explain the circumstances of your original encounter with this red Chevy truck?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was traveling north on 27 and I saw the red truck coming south on 27 at a high rate of speed. And I confirmed the speed with my radar to be 91 and 65. So I turned around, caught up to the vehicle, which is now traveling in a construction zone at 81 miles per hour and 45. It's a red Chevy pickup with ladders on top, Texas tag, Golf, Juliet Papa, 0883, 27 south to 1.
He's playing incriminating video of himself.
Yeah, but what he's going off of is the nuance during the chase.
I get it. He's playing out of context.
Exactly.
When the trooper says something, he's playing a different part of the police chase. saying, "Oh, he just said that I was doing 85," and here's the trooper saying that I was doing 55, which is a whole different part of the police chase.
Yeah.
As if somebody's going to fall for that.
Yeah.
But
Well,
even still, it's still incriminating because he's showing himself running from the cop.
Absolutely.
Well, it's cherry picked, just like all the law he wants to argue.
Right. It's stupid. Why did he think this was a good idea?
Well, when you're that deep in the rabbit hole, you've got nowhere else to go but down.
Yep.
Awkward silence.
Yeah, that was weird.
AMG.
Did
AMG.
you fall asleep again?
Marvel.
Okay.
Oh,
I think we lost her temporarily.
I'm back. Oh, sorry, my food got here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Food
I was worried.
What'd I miss?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just unpausing is what you missed.
Let me do it. Let me do it in the arty way. Just play the fucking video.
I believe he's looking for a safe place to pull over.
Well, yeah, the cop thought this was just an everyday routine traffic stop at that point. He had no idea you had no intention of pulling over. So I don't know why you think this proves your point. Because you
Right.
didn't stop when you had the chance.
We could probably blow through
Fast
some
forward.
of this. We've already
Alright.
seen it, yeah.
Okay.
221 our speed.
Why is that?
I activated my emergency equipment to make a traffic stop. The vehicle changed lane, signaling, and it slowed down to a respectable speed. It was still over the 45 speed limit in the construction zone, but it was much more respectable.
We don't know if he is lying because you didn't post that part of the dashcam video, even though you have it in your possession. Again, why is that?
My dispatch, I ran the tag. The tag was a Texas tag displayed on a red pickup, and the tag came back to a Nissan out of Texas. So the tag displayed on the truck did not match the truck.
Oh.
My dispatch asked me to notify them when the vehicle had stopped. The vehicle continued to travel south on 27. My dispatch asked me if I was in pursuit. At the time, I stated to them, no, I believe that he was going to stop. But the vehicle continued past several exits and shoulders, including a grass
Not
shoulder.
liar.
Then I
Now,
notified
how's he
my
even putting
dispatch
that on
I
the
was in
screen
pursuit of
when
the
he
vehicle.
showed video?
I know, right? He showed that he went right past all that shit.
Right. Like, how? God, he's so dumb.
On 27, getting on the 24, and then exited off 24, continuing to pass by parking lots,
Mhm.
shoulders,
Yep.
stopping at a stop sign, making a right turn on the 25th.
Well, video doesn't lie, and it shows you passing one exit,
There you
then
go.
refusing to stop after that. It was only the traffic lights that brought you to a stop.
Now it is, yeah. And he's going 52 on an exit ramp, so I have no doubt he was speeding.
And that was a rolling stop. That wasn't
Yeah, it
even
was.
stop.
He wasn't going to stop. It was Van's right. It was a traffic light. He got caught at it.
Eventually, the vehicle stopped at a stoplight. That's when I exited my patrol car, and I felt like this was the opportunity to end the pursuit before anything else happened. So I exited my patrol car, went up to the vehicle. As I was going to the vehicle, I was giving commands for him to stop and exit the vehicle. He was refusing all commands. I took out my baton, broke the window, and had to remove him by force.
Yep. Which was a treat.
Including unlocking the door, removing his seatbelt, bringing him out of the vehicle. Once he was out of the vehicle, he refused to get on the ground, so he was put on the ground by force and taken into custody.
More of a treat.
Okay, what distance would you estimate you traveled after you engaged your emergency equipment before coming to a complete stop at the red light? What distance was that?
It was approximately a mile, I would say.
So he traveled more than a mile or a mile?
Yes.
After you engaged your emergency
Oh,
equipment?
no. After I engaged my emergency equipment, it was probably somewhere between 2 and 3 miles.
2 to 3 miles. What were the speeds during the pursuit?
I believe I can tell you what the top speed was.
If you would, just refer to your notes to refresh your recollection.
Yes, sir.
So Blue Bacon's in the chat, by the way.
Hi, Blue Bacon.
Hey, Blue Bacon. How are
Doing
you?
the Kermit arm flail.
It's as high as 63 miles per hour. 221, our speeds are 52 miles an hour. Right now, traffic is clear.
That says nothing about what the high speed was.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Just because it was 52 then doesn't mean that was the highest speed.
Nope.
Idiot.
This doesn't mean you weren't doing
Oh, there you
63
go.
during other parts of the pursuit. Is this all you have?
During the pursuit itself?
Yes, sir.
Now, you originally stated, I think, in your testimony that he was doing 91 and a 65 according to your radar.
Your speed was 90 and a 65, and you did not stop. You had plenty of places to stop.
Yeah, he did. Oh.
Well, that's a good question. A question a lawyer would know to ask.
Yep.
Right.
Yes, sir.
What speed was he traveling in the construction zone?
81.
And
Oh,
what's
man.
the speed limit in a construction zone?
That particular construction zone was 45.
81 and a 45 in the construction
And that's
zone.
even worse than the 91 because that's in a construction zone, which in most places, at least up and down the East Coast where I go, it doubles the fines double in a construction zone.
You can kill somebody.
Yeah, the penalties are twice as harsh for speeding in a construction zone.
Yeah.
Post
Same
the
in
full
the
dash cam
southeast.
video.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just confirming it's the same in the southeast too.
It should be. Really.
You have in your possession, instead of just parts you think help your cause.
Now, once you were able to bring him into your custody, as you described, were you able to investigate further what was going on?
Yes.
What did you find out?
Well, he had his cell phone in his hand when I was at the window. And later on, he had stated to me that he started live streaming on Facebook when I was behind him.
Of course.
I also found that he was revoked. His revoked status was revoked for DUI.
Oh.
There was no insurance on the vehicle. The registration was expired.
Oh my God.
But the plate that he had on the vehicle did not match the vehicle itself.
Did you have a
boy.
photocopy here in court
What
with
an
you
ass.
of a plate that he may have had affixed to the vehicle that was of suspect or dubious nature?
Well, he
Suspect
had
or dubious nature.
one that was displayed in the window. But
Right. If I could see it.
Sure.
I mean, this is a minor
So
point,
this,
but this is a minor point, but that's a leading question. I understand why he asked it, but again, he's representing himself, and he's too stupid to say that. Yeah, he's basically suggesting the answer to the witness.
What?
But they don't know anything. So it's the whole standard sovereign citizen situation here. First of all, it's induced by a DUI. He doesn't believe any of this. He has no choice because he's revoked off a DUI.
Yeah.
Right.
And then right here the prosecutor's leading the witness, which is fine if nobody objects, and he doesn't know any better.
But
because he was too smart to have an attorney.
We need to pause for a second because this cranky guy
Now
in the
what?
chat, it looks like he might be saying that he thinks it's funny if OPT passes.
I told you he's a motherfucker.
Somebody correct me if that's right, because that will violate my rules against
that's just disgusting.
Him being banned.
No, you're 100% on that. I saw the screenshot of it. Cranky's just a piece of human shit and human skin.
I hope your mom dies horribly. How about
that? Mods, have your way with him.
Hey, Cranky Patriot News, go fuck yourself, you fucking shit
He's
bucket.
saying he definitely did not say that, and I don't believe you.
I could give a fuck less what you think you said. I saw it. We have screenshots. Go fuck yourself with an iron pineapple.
But he said.
That's
like I have really strict rules for my mods on what they can and can't time out and ban and all that. But if you want to say something like that against somebody who's universally loved and has never, as far as I can tell, harmed a fly in his life and is just one of the greatest, dudes that we all know and love, then go fuck yourself. Let's carry on with the show. Mods, have your way with him.
It's already hidden.
Get him, Savage.
I took care of him.
Thank you.
And if you got a problem, Cranky, please come see me
so
about
stupid. He could have been here to debate. Do that too, bitch.
That's the thing. They all say they want to come on here and they want to have a talk and all that. And they've got these channels that are struggling. They could come on here. They could get 1,000 people live watching them.
Yeah.
They could get hundreds of new subscribers, but instead they want to say some bullshit against one of our dearest friends who is fighting for his life. So instead, he can just go fuck himself.
Yep. Dumbass.
This plate was displayed in a window of the Chevy truck.
Yes.
Which window?
There was only one on the back, just
Okay.
a full back window.
Okay. I'm going to show this to the defendant so that he can view it. I'm going to ask the court to admit this as Exhibit 1 to the state's testimony and move its introduction into evidence.
Okay, sir, is there any objection to that?
No.
Okay.
It's nice little notice, isn't it?
I'm sorry, sir?
It's nice notice, isn't it?
Okay.
It's what?
Exhibit. So when you found out that there was...
they're talking about his sovereign citizen license plate that he had in his back window.
Yeah, but he says it's nice notice. I don't know what that means.
I noticed to the police that his automobile is a private conveyance.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. In other words, give me a citation. Okay.
Yes. Please pull me over, smash my window, and arrest me.
Exactly.
And that he had this device. Did you charge him with some sort of registration misuse violation?
Yes, I did.
What was the basis of that?
Because the tag that was displayed on the vehicle did not match the one that was on the truck. So he was misusing the registration using one that was not for the vehicle itself.
Okay.
The one out of Texas came back to, I believe, a 2008 gray Nissan.
Now, you charged evading arrest because of the 2 to 3 mile chase, correct?
Yes, because he refused to stop.
And you also charged him with reckless endangerment. Is that based upon the overall driving that occurred during the periods that you followed him?
All of it, putting when he refuses to stop and the pursuit continues, it puts my life at risk, his life, everyone else on the roadway, including pedestrians that could be in the crosswalk or on the sidewalk. It's a red Chevy pickup with ladders on top, Texas tag, Golf, Juliet Papa, 0883.
Oh, by the way, this isn't me adding in these pursuit clips. He's doing it as a rebuttal to the officer's testimony. But all he's doing is showing a video where he's putting himself, the officer, and other road users in danger.
Yep.
But he sees this as some kind of gotcha because pedestrians aren't on the highway.
This is also at a time when, kids may have been walking home from school.
On Highway 27.
So let me just ask you, you charged resisting. I know you've already testified that he physically resisted your attempts there at the stoplight. Could you describe whether he used physical force to resist you?
Just passive resistance.
Okay. So he just would not cooperate with anything. I think you had to extract him from the driver's seat.
Yes,
did you have to disconnect a seatbelt or something?
Just pause for 1 second.
Well, the seatbelt did have to be removed from.
There you
go. No, I'll just confirm this once again. I've already confirmed it before, but for Mike, passive resisting arrest is still resisting arrest. Am I correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, just wanted to reconfirm what I already knew to be true.
Mhm.
When these people say, "Oh, I'm just going to lay on the ground," when the police try to arrest me,
That's still resisting.
Still resisting arrest.
Absolutely resisting. It's not as bad as forceful resisting, in which case
exactly.
I mean, all
You're
that
still gonna catch a charge.
Yeah, you're not going to catch an extra battery charge
Right.
along with it for passive as opposed to active. So
Right.
That's about it.
Yeah, and I've said that in videos before. It's like it's probably like a lesser charge of resisting arrest, but it's still resisting arrest.
Yeah, you're not gonna get like the extra battery on a law enforcement officer.
Right.
No. Continue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay then.
Him, the door had to be unlocked. I had to open it myself.
And you had to break open the window to even get to him?
Yes.
Now, this may be part of the reckless endangerment and the speeding, but you charged in addition reckless driving itself. Is that more or less based on the speed of 91 and a 65, or is there more to it?
Yes, sir. The construction zone and the pursuit, everything, all the above.
Did he have a license, driver's license with him?
No, he did not.
Were you able to find anything about his driver's license other than it appeared to have been revoked for a prior DUI?
What a surprise, a soft sit with a revoked driver's license and for DUI. And you have the nerve to call this officer out on a few speeding discrepancies and inconsistencies that don't appear to be true anyway. Oh, and this nonsense on the screen doesn't apply to this situation.
Nope. It happened.
No, just
where it happened.
through dispatch. When his information was run through dispatch.
One of the things that you charged him here was failure to exercise due care. What's the basis of that charge?
Basically, the
driving like an asshole.
It's just a lesser form of the
I'm
reckless
swearing a lot today.
driving.
Yeah, you got
based
trucker
on the
mouth.
fact that,
I do.
He's
I'm not even sorry about
compared
it.
to all of the motorists, myself, himself, and any other people or pedestrians on the roadway. Not yet. I believe he's looking for a safe place to pull over. 221. Our speeds are 52 miles an hour. Right now, traffic is clear. We're getting off on Broad Street.
I really don't know why you keep splicing in these cherry-picked clips to try to undermine the officer's testimony, because it shows you speeding and failing to stop.
Okay, and I think another offensive charge was texting while driving. I know you said he was live streaming, or he told you he was live streaming.
Oh,
during
jeez.
the pursuit. Was he also texting?
It was the same TCA code as the hands-free law, so I charged him with hands-free and wrote hands-free underneath of it.
Okay, so the actual live stream could have, the way he was positioned was not done in a fashion that his hands were free.
Well, he had his cell phone in his hand.
That's what I'm asking.
Yes, yes.
I noticed you didn't try to rebut the cell phone claim. Pretty hard to us. Your own video shows the phone in your hand while you're in the driver's seat. Instead, you throw up this soft-sit nonsense about the license being a contract and a case that has nothing to do with your situation because you are being tried in the state where you
satanic courts.
I know, right?
Hey, I've got to run. I could only stop by for a few, but
I'm so glad you did.
just wanted to pop in, say hi, and apparently I showed up at the right time. So
Hi, Kick. Have a good one, buddy.
Take care, Kick.
Y'all be well. Much love to everyone except Cranky, who can go and fuck himself with a cast iron cactus. It's been upgraded.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Night, Hal. Talk to you later.
Thanks for that mental image, by the way.
We're gonna be wrapping it soon anyway. How much left is left in this video?
I would say about 20 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
I know, right? Damn you, man. I can fast forward.
Let's just cut to let's see what happens to him.
Well, what I mean, I can summarize it. I've seen it.
All right.
So he asks a bunch of stupid questions and plays a bunch of stupid clips out of context that that show things that are not what he's saying. It gets held over for another hearing, and
then there's the other hearing though too.
Well, yeah, but the next hearing seems to be a prior hearing, which
let me get to it. Let me just go to it. Let me go to it real quick.
All right. Yeah, just go ahead and go to that one.
Offer to you any explanation.
But yeah, he's held over for the next hearing. He's got so many charges. I could actually see him maybe doing a little bit of time.
I hope. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dream. We can dream, right?
Let me see what. Let me get past.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if he got like 30 days out of this. Maybe 60.
I mean, I don't know the code there, but those might be misdemeanors. Like reckless driving is probably a misdemeanor.
No. But he's already suspended for a DUI.
Yeah. Oh, the judge can do it, and the judge can't stand him for good reason because he's been disrespectful and nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, if I'm sitting on the bench, he's doing some time. Nothing huge, but you're going away for a little bit.
Right. Even if it's
Absolutely.
like weekends for like 4 or 5 weekends in a row.
Yeah, I mean that's got to stop.
Yeah, let me see where I am now.
Traveling.
I was traveling north on 27 and it's all. I was traveling north on 27 and it's all. I was traveling north on 27 and it's all.
That's his statement. I'm just reiterating what he just stated. When he was,
I recall his testimony, he still driving.
Yeah, he made a big point out of the cop saying I was traveling north on 25 or whatever highway.
Nobody cares.
Because we use traveling in a different way.
Yeah, he's doing the traveling versus driving thing.
And he's he thinks he has a gotcha, and he doesn't. Not even close.
Only if you still go by Black's Law Dictionary 2nd edition.
Right.
Too pedantic here, but he did say traveling, but he wasn't using it in the same context as you. Softsits love playing those word games.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the victim in this situation?
I'm going to object to the relevant.
It doesn't matter.
Nope.
The victim right to society.
How can the state be a victim? Can the state testify? Can bear witness of the state?
I would ask that you direct the witness that he asks questions of the witness and not counsel on the opposite.
I'm asking the court, where is the state? Can I not ask who made the claim? Who's the injured party that made the claim?
So disrespectful.
question.
What
So
I'm
move
trying
on
to
to
do.
the next question. It's a question directed at him. Now,
Who is the injured party that made the claim?
Objection, Your Honor. We've already stated
sustained,
our
that
objection.
is not relevant. You may ask your next question, sir.
That's only relevant in
This is
civil
not a
law.
conspiracy to violate your
Mhm.
rights. This is you not understanding your rights. Big difference.
I ain't playing
So,
y'all's game no
hold
more.
on.
Go ahead, do what you're
Let's
doing.
pause and just take a couple seconds and clarify this with Mike. An injured party is relevant in civil law. This is my understanding. Like if you're bringing a claim against somebody, you have to say how you were injured. In criminal law, there doesn't have to be an injured party. Can you clarify that and tell me if I fucked up in any way?
Well, it's just relevant where it's relevant. Okay, so in a criminal case, you're saying that you've done this conduct, and that violates the criminal code, and an element to that offense is not that there's an injured party, plain and simple. You don't have to prove it. So, if you're alleging someone murdered somebody, you're probably going to have to show that somebody's dead as an element of the offense. But if you're going to say, you got busted for smoking pot, well, there's no specific victim,
Right?
And
But
that's
in,
it.
in civil law, I would think that there has to be a victim.
And no. I mean, there has to be an aggrieved party. So, I do civil.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's
my
what I mean.
client,
There
my
has to
clients are
be-
saying I was injured or you owe me money for one reason or another in a civil context.
Right.
And that much is clear because we brought the suit and we claimed that
Right.
we're
So-
claiming the damages. So
Right,
we're
there
injured
has
to the
to
extent
be-
we claimed.
There has to be a party that can show damages in civil
Yes.
law.
Yes.
But in criminal law, at least in the context that we're talking about, like traffic, there doesn't have to be somebody that says you were speeding and therefore I can claim damages.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Right. So
the sort
they-
of theoretical victim is the people of the state.
Yes.
Yeah,
But they don't seem to understand the difference between criminal and civil in that context.
Well, it's just a red herring that sounds good to people who aren't very bright. It's that simple.
Yeah, and I just wanted to clear that up for people because if you're just walking into this for the first time, you might be like, who is the injured party?
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to just pause for a second and and address that.
Thank you.
No, that's fine. Just remember, I do have all the dash cam and body cam video. So everything you've said, you just perjured yourself.
Oh, right.
I don't think Miss what you think it is.
You have a question between, the case number 1834891 is driving without a license.
Right.
And 1834884 is driving on a revoked driver's license.
I think it's covered under the driving on revoked. It's a greater charge, and the other one would be a lesser.
Okay.
It appears to be charge stacking on that.
Dismiss the driving without a license.
Can we confirm Mr. Parker has not wished to engage in cross-examination?
No, I don't.
Yeah, he said he is through with our games.
Yeah, I don't participate in fraud.
Okay.
Your
I
mom
kind
did.
of like that this judge doesn't get triggered or rise to his sniping. It's quite refreshing.
So this is August.
Yeah, she did keep her cool very well.
Yeah, she did.
Dismiss.
I wouldn't know.
Hell no, you would have had him waterboarded or some shit.
Yeah.
I'd had him held in contempt for talking over me for as long as she did.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. I just would have. Not huge. I would have just said, let's set this over for a day. You sit around and think about it.
After the preliminary hearing, this was in charge of driving on a revoked driver's license.
I'd like to enter some documents in the record as well.
thought you didn't play their games.
Wrong yet again. He clocked you driving 92 in a 65. That gives him all the probable cause he needs. You cemented that even further when you refused to stop. End of.
Bitch.
To let the DA, Obviously, you haven't had an opportunity to put on any proof, but you said you were through with us. And so do you
get 'em,
wish to
Judge.
put on any proof in this preliminary hearing?
Yeah, she keeps her cool, but she's also tough. Like she's she's
I'm
saying
not putting out
like, he wants
challenge
to bring in these documents, and she's like, "No, you said you were done with us. So
Yeah.
you can't submit shit because you said you were done with us."
Right.
So at
I
the
like
same
her.
time that she keeps her cool, she's kind of like
Fuck you.
she's like the MC Tune of judges.
Plus,
She's
it's just horrible. As a general principle, and I don't do as much criminal, but you don't submit documents on the record. You want to lay a foundation for evidence to be submitted, and he doesn't even understand that. Number one. Number two, when you're a defendant in a criminal action, they have the burden of proof, and the burden's beyond a reasonable doubt. You don't want to be producing anything at this stage.
Well, yeah, because
your whole position is they haven't proved it.
Right.
If you know what you're doing.
Really, when he's submitting things, isn't that just sort of maybe giving them ammo?
Absolutely.
Because they could just say, well, this is a document that you submitted and it says this. And then
well, like for instance, he thinks the 52-mile-an-hour thing is just a real big winner for him. Well, it's dumb. Obviously, a car can change speeds, and the judge is going to see that the police officer makes sense and that he was speeding at some point.
Right.
But if you had something completely exculpatory, absolutely, then yes, you would. He doesn't have that. But unless you had that, you would say nothing and say state has failed their burden. I want out.
Right. And even then, I would think, from a non-lawyer standpoint, I would think that I would keep that powder dry until like the right moment. I don't know how discovery works, because like I said, I'm not a lawyer, but I would try to keep that powder dry until just the right moment and then submit it.
Yes, if you had something that's sort of helpful, but whatever, you would absolutely, you'd want to hold that for trial and then surprise them with it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
From and the judge. Yes, I get that, but in order to proceed with anything, this court has got to establish jurisdiction. Actually, the prosecution has to establish jurisdiction, and no one has. Neil Pinkston has it. None of his attorney general, assistant attorney generals. This gentleman's employers, these gentlemen, nobody. So we're standing here without anyone claiming any jurisdiction.
Shut up!
It's a violation of due process.
Any questions that you want to ask this witness, or do you wish to testify? Those are the only things that.
What jurisdiction do you have over me?
Sir.
That's a question directed towards him. Is that what you asked?
Not relevant. We're through.
Oh, now it's not relevant.
It never was.
Someone has bingo.
Satanic courts.
Do you have any questions? Do you want to put on any testimony at all yourself? Do you wish to testify?
I will say this court has acquiesced.
Acquiesced, not acquiesced.
Yeah, not acquiesce, just acquiescence.
I really didn't know what he was saying. Yeah.
Is that what Aquaman has?
Acquiescence sounds like some sort of mouthwash.
Or like Aquaman's special power or something.
Yeah. Here we go.
Do you have any questions? Do you want to put on any testimony at all yourself? Do you wish to testify?
I will say this court has acquiesced on the fact there is no jurisdiction. That is a statement. She asked me if I had a statement. I just made a statement.
To testify and have any witnesses. So I find that there's probable cause to believe that all these crimes were committed, and they were committed by this defendant here in this.
Yeah.
There you go. She's just ruled that there was probable cause and on your jurisdiction challenge, all in one sentence. But I won't expect you to pick up on that.
And I will bind these cases over to the grand jury. Sir, stay in touch with your bondsman. They'll notify you if you are indicted, which courtroom to appear in criminal court. You're free.
Make sure they do too.
Thank you, sir.
Ma'am.
Of course, the grand jury is going to
I
find.
was trying to. We wouldn't let me give them to you. They let me give them to you. So.
I cannot let
All right, I'll
you
just
believe you said you're done.
All right, that's
Yeah,
fine.
you did.
Bye-bye, dum-dum.
Yeah, I mean, he shouldn't have spoke before he was thinking. He wrote a check with his mouth that his ass can't cash.
Retain all my rights and don't waive any before I cross this bar.
Van's funny.
This is the other clip. I think this is prior to the one that we just watched because it seems.
See, I thought it was after it.
Well, it seemed what we just watched was a preliminary hearing. This seems to be the one where they're setting the preliminary hearing, and you'll hear the judge say that.
Oh, I see.
Your case was set on the 130 docket because that's the settlement docket, and I take it that you don't want to settle your case. Is that correct?
No, there is no case. It's void ab initio.
Sir, answer my questions. It's yes or no. You don't want to settle your case, correct?
No, it's void.
Okay. Well, it's not void.
I'm not sure who the gentleman is. I asked for Mr. Parker in the hallway, and he would not identify.
Okay. Sir, whether you identify as Mr. Parker or not, that's the name that you were charged under. Is that correct?
That's the name y'all wrote down.
Okay. And you were present when that name was written down, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's the individual that this officer arrested.
No, I'm not that. I'm not that.
The settler, the individual.
Mm-hmm. This needs to be set for a preliminary hearing. Is that correct? And so let's pick a date. You don't want that this afternoon, I trust.
I think I could probably do it pretty quick. Just to be honest with you. I'm happy to reset.
So the gentleman that has been charged is Mr. Parker. This is an afternoon docket. The afternoon dockets in this courthouse are settlement only. My understanding is you wish to have a preliminary hearing. Actually, you wish to say this is void. And
it is void, and I've challenged the jurisdiction of this court, the DA's office, his office, sheriff's office. Nobody's claimed any jurisdiction or authority over me.
Nobody cares.
I told you he wouldn't pick up on the judge ruling on the jurisdiction argument.
I think this is. I think this is subsequent. I'm not sure. I'm trying to pick up the first of all, not a criminal. Second of all, I'm not intending to say blah blah. But what I think happened in the first one is she referred it over to the grand jury. Grand jury returns what's called a true bill indicting him, and then they set it over for another preliminary hearing.
Oh, okay.
That's what this is. I'm not certain, but I'm reading the tea leaves. That's what I think.
Right. So just for the sake of the audience, a true bill is when the grand jury says, yes, there is probable cause to proceed to trial. Am I correct there?
Yep. He got indicted, which obviously he would. Yeah, most, they're going to indict him, but they had all the evidence in the world and video.
Well, yeah, of course they were going to find that it was a true bill.
That's what you do in a hearing. And so, if you want, are you going to have a lawyer to represent you?
No.
Okay. So we can do your hearing today, right now, or we can do your preliminary hearing on a morning docket where we're supposed to have them done. So do you choose this afternoon or another morning?
I choose this stuff to be dismissed because it's void. Okay. But if I have any, I need more time so I can put more paperwork because I got claims against this gentleman over here for the crimes he committed against me.
I see you're going through with the threats to retaliate against the cop who stopped you. I guess you must enjoy prison food.
Claims, because that's in a civil court. I'm a criminal court.
Yeah.
But I will.
Criminal claims, not civil claims.
Okay. So listen to me at this moment, okay? The next time you come into my courtroom, it will be for a preliminary hearing. You should be ready for that hearing with a lawyer or ready to represent yourself. Okay, those will be your only two choices. You will have a preliminary hearing. You will either represent yourself or have a lawyer. Those are the questions I'm going to ask you at that day. Okay, now let's pick a date that everybody is available for this hearing.
Is anybody making any claim of any authority or jurisdiction? It's been over 3 months and I had not wrong response to any of that. I think y'all have a duty to answer those.
Sir, we do not have a duty to do anything until we are in a hearing, and we're not in a hearing now. You can, I know you filed the motion. I will hear the
I didn't file no motions.
Will you
It's a
file
demand.
something?
It's a demand.
Demand for jury.
That's so fucking arrogant. It's not a motion, it's a demand.
He already made an oral motion, and she ruled on it.
Right.
For one. And now, fine, if you want to do it in writing after the fact, that a judge would actually entertain that and say, nothing's changed, and I'm ruling that I have jurisdiction.
Right.
It's not like it hasn't even been addressed. It has.
But the whole demand thing is what I'm thinking.
Filing a demand, I don't think that's a thing.
No.
Right.
Like I just don't think that you want to walk into a judge's courtroom and start making demands of her.
No.
Don't get her on your bad side.
Right. You kind of want, her to think that, at least be
You're not a
ambivalent
total
about
ass.
you. Like, not maybe like or dislike you, but at least be neutral.
Not this guy. He demands she knows exactly what he is.
She knows.
Oh, yeah, we all do.
For jurisdiction, and nobody's claimed any.
It's a motion. I will treat it.
Nobody wants you, first of all. So nobody's going to claim you.
It's a motion.
No, it's not a motion, it's a demand. It's different.
That will work for you, August 24th, 8:30, courtroom 3? Yes, sir. Okay. August 24th, 8:30, courtroom 3. And sir, that will be your hearing date, okay? I will see you on that date, prepared for your hearing. Thank you, you may go.
Idiot. These people, they're
Did he just call her a bitch?
Did he?
I just heard idiot.
No, that was me.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
As he's walking out, listen real
I thought he said it, and I'm like, well, no, you're the idiot. But no, you were saying it to him, which, yeah, okay.
Listen real carefully.
Here for your hearing. Thank you, you may go.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, it sounded like he did.
I didn't get it. Yeah.
Wow.
And she's not. She's like a nice Southern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been really patient with that.
He should have been in contempt. She's been
under
very
his
nice.
under his breath, he's just like, bitch.
Yeah, like he's too
Coward.
afraid to say it out loud.
Hell yeah, he's afraid of her, and he should be.
But it just, like I said, these people, they're their own worst enemy.
You can't be good to them. You can't.
It's that bad. Like, that's how dumb these people are. So I
It's
guess
disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know, it's just.
So I guess we're gonna do super chats, but Mike, I appreciate you showing up and sticking around the whole time.
I know, right?
If
Well,
you want to
thank
stay
you.
for super chats, because some of them may be questions for you, I'm not sure.
Absolutely, I can do that. No, I appreciate the opportunity. It's fun.
Yeah, no, dude, we always have a good time over here, especially on the lawyer shows. We kind of didn't have a great showing tonight. OPT's on the injured list, and Natalie was unavailable.
What are we, chopped liver? Really?
I'm talking about lawyers. Like, when did you go to law school?
You don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna get Joe Palmetto in here for one of these shows at some point. He was not available tonight, so but thanks for showing up. Hopefully OPT gets on the mend and is back soon. I talk to him daily, and it's really like day by day. So
yeah.
all of us are pulling for him, and fuck you to
the asshole.
Any hater that wants to call the guy like the
That's just
best dude that
disgusting.
we know.
I
Like,
know, he's so.
like call me an asshole. Say that you think that you want me to die. Fine. I won't even let my moderators hit you on that. But there's some people that are off limits, and so
he's one of them.
Yeah. There's he's sort of like in the
I think he was afraid to debate you, and he found a way out.
That may have been. He was like, "What can I do that's so over the top?"
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give him an out. He can debate me.
No.
Provided that at the beginning of the stream in which we're debating, he gives a public apology to OPT. Then, and only then, will I debate him. And so that's perfectly reasonable, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to.
I don't
He
care.
won't apologize.
Then he didn't really want to debate. So
Yeah.
then Tina was right. He was trying to find a way out.
Yeah.
If he wants to debate me, and that's really that's reasonable,
Very
because
reasonable.
Anybody, on either side would say you're a piece of shit for saying what you said. And so if you want to debate me, get all your, cats and dogs in a row, show up and publicly apologize to OPT for what you said, and then we'll debate. And then I will destroy you. So there you go. Whatever the fuck your name was that nobody's
Crazy
ever heard of before. So, yeah. And this is going to stay up on my channel. So he can download it and say, if I don't hold up my end, he can say, well, he said that he was going to do this and then he didn't. So there we go. Anyway,
he won't.
Yeah, of course he won't. So
he's a bitch.
Yeah. Why won't one of these people come debate me? What's wrong with them?
They're all bitches.
They
like
are.
Literally just said it.
They are all bitches. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
Enough of my ranting. Super chats, and then we'll all say our goodbyes.
All right. Kit 190 for $5 says, I want proof that AMG isn't Mrs. Cat. You both pick her like a married couple. Also, AMG needs another Tiffany's bracelet.
Nicole's voice, guys. I'm not her.
Right.
I could never put up with him.
We were just joking about that the other night, Mrs. Cat and I, that people early on, when she first became my producer, assumed that we were a couple.
Yeah. They hadn't met Nicole yet, though.
Right.
Yeah.
But everybody, just because the way that we argue back and forth and, call each other names and, all that. And I call you a bitch and everything. Everybody just says, oh, they must be a couple.
I don't see. I've never, no. Like,
we've never met
a boyfriend that called me a bitch. No, even in joke, in jest. But no, he's literally the brother I never knew. I actually never.
Right.
We're
more siblings.
Yeah.
Than anything.
Yeah, and we have never met.
Yeah, we are the best of friends, though.
Absolutely.
All
Me
right.
and Nicole are my family now.
AZ the Kid for $4.99 says, you all kick ass against the sovereign and more fools. Keep it up. Thank you.
Yes, we do. I agree. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fog Repair Shipakashi for $2 says, beer and stupidity are a hell of an ager, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Iceman for Canadian $6.99 says, tried here earlier, Cliff, pick up my info through chat. Thanks. He was asking earlier in chat, before he did super chat, about Illinois Wesleyan University. Apparently, I don't know if you guys saw, there was a guy that was going to his university class. He wasn't wearing a mask, and the security guards were kicking him out. You saw that? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I sent that to you, didn't I, Schrodinger?
No, you may have. If you did, it was in the last few hours.
No, you've seen it. It's. I'll show you later.
I couldn't imagine going to one of my university classes like they didn't mess around. Those campus police, they didn't mess around. You just get drug out of the classroom if you mess.
Yeah, maybe next time we can watch the video. It's only 2 minutes long, so.
Yeah, but you can't talk about it. It's the problem.
Oh yeah, Guess so.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I get it. I hope I didn't go too far, but like, yeah, that's what's frustrating about that. It just can't be spoken of.
Yeah, I don't know if you are aware, but I made a video recently, in which he's a sovereign citizen, but he went into a grocery store that had refused him service earlier, and he was screaming about.
Is this David Rodriguez, or did you not want to
say?
say?
It was
Marcel Bissett.
Marcel Bissett, and he's in there. He's screaming at them, telling him how he's going to sue them, and they're going to jail for war crimes.
Not just any war crime.
Yeah, the Hague Convention, the whole thing. Right.
No, it wasn't. It was the Nuremberg.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
of
that because they said that he had to wear the thing that I'm not even, willing to say what that is, but he had to wear the thing that they said that he had to wear, that he says that he didn't have to wear. And I made a video critical of him for that. I got a TOS strike before the video even premiered. I got a TOS strike, and I did an appeal and said, "Hey, guess what, YouTube? Not only did my video not violate TOS, the video that I used as the source is still up, and here's the URL for it." And they still came back and said, "We still think that it violates TOS." And after they did that, I went and checked, and the source video is still up.
Yeah, I know.
He can all you want about it, but
so you can say that the
I
thing
couldn't believe
that we can't talk about is not real, but you can't say the thing that we can't talk about is real.
I was shocked that I did one on Rittenhouse, and it's just a high profile case, and I just gave my thoughts on it. Nothing big. I was shocked. It's monetized, and there's no problem. I could not believe it. I've had so many things taken down, demonetized, or whatever prior, that were so much less heated than that, and it blew up in the comments. The whole thing.
Right.
For some reason, they thought that was okay.
Yeah, I had a video.
There wasn't anything wrong with it. It was quite a nice law discussion of a hot topic.
They don't care.
Yeah, I had a video that it was just full of F-bombs, like just the worst language, threats, everything. And I went in there and I clicked that it had extreme language in it. And it just goes ahead and makes it limited monetization. An hour later, they changed it to fully monetized.
It's really hard to tell.
What?
It's really hard to tell.
I pre-flagged it, and then I'll have some that have no anything objectionable in it, and they'll flag it. Like what? Like who works at this place?
The last couple of weeks I've had everything starts yellow and then goes green, but I have to You were talking about it earlier. I have to eat my first 10,000 views.
Exactly.
I don't know why, but I do.
Yes, everything that I post, it immediately goes yellow, and then I have to, like you said, you have to eat that first day of views, and then they come back and they say, after further review, your video is suitable for for monetization.
Yeah, and it's like I know what's going to happen because I just did the video. It's G-rated. There's nothing wrong. I know they're going to turn it green, but like I also have a schedule. I'm trying to do my stuff.
Right. So it's a pain. It really is, and especially when it's time sensitive. Like sometimes I'll put it in unlisted. And wait for them to come reverse it and then do it. But sometimes it's like a high profile frauditor that just got arrested.
Oh yeah, then you just got to go with it.
And I'm like, I got to beat everybody else to press on this. So I just got to go ahead and do it. So I've got, and I know that that's one that's going to get like 50,000 views in the first day. And so That's 50,000 views that aren't monetized.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. But sorry, Cliff.
Yeah, no worries. Phantom Orin for $5 says, "Kick rocks. Binge watching you right now. Love your stuff, man." Pass that along to him. American B Savage for $2 says, "Thanks, AMG. I feel better now." Okay. KRAB 499 says, "Earlier he said she was there to act as a witness to the corruption that would be happening in the courtroom."
Yes, yeah, he did.
Pat West, $10, no message. Thank you very much. Thinking about cake. I love that name. 499 says, "Love you, OPT," from a fellow semicolon. All right.
That was a joke that that I told when OPT first had surgery. He came out of surgery and he said that they removed part of his colon. And the only reason I said it was because I knew that, he and I had a good enough relationship that I could get away with it. And I wrote back to him and I said, "Does that mean that now you have a semicolon?"
Yeah. Oh, I hope he's all right. I was kind of like tentative. I was like, is he gonna? And he wrote back, "LOL," like laughing face. And I was like, oh, geez, thank God. Yeah.
I was almost thinking, like,
guy.
is he gonna be like, fuck you forever, I hate you, go away.
Yeah, he's got a good sense of humor. Aaron for $5 says, "Kick, telling someone to fornicate themselves with an iron pineapple? That is a new one for me, and I think I will use that whenever is appropriate." That was good. Taco Josh Gaming says for $5, "OPT rocks. Cranky deserves to sit on a fire ant hill naked and have some go up his bum and form a new colony." Okay, too far, but Cranky, you're scum. Yeah. Frog Repair Shipakashi for $5 says, "Do not debate Cranky asshat news. His disrespect is beyond the pale. Calling AMG a secretary and now this. My Nana is dying from breast cancer. Screw him." Indeed.
Yeah, I don't think he would make it past like the first 10 minutes anyway, because he would probably just be so over the top that it would probably just be a bunch of ranting to where I couldn't even get a word in edgewise, and he would have to be muted over and over. But like I said, I'll stick to my word. If he will do those things, then I'll give him a shot.
Okay. Stephen Alley for $5 says, "Just for AMG dropping the C-bomb earlier. Only thing better would have been Google Girl doing it. She's the best."
I didn't think I would hear that. Oh boy.
Yeah, we do love Google Girl around here.
Shut
up. Cracking me up.
I get her to produce.
I've got her resume. She just sent it to me, so I'm looking it over.
Okay. You remember you said that. Go ahead.
Cracking me up, spelled like the sea monster, for $5, says, I've been overseas 18 out of the last 31 months. Thank you guys for keeping me entertained every day.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, as somebody that's been overseas, I know how, you kind of need some distraction from time to time. So yeah. You're welcome.
Caucasian Sensation for $5 says, "Hey everyone, it's always great to see you all. From the missus and I, we love you guys and keep the content coming."
Thank you. That's our plan.
Stephen Alley for $2 says, "We can send the judge a sympathy card because of him."
Yeah, I mean I almost wish she would have been harder on him, but she almost seemed to sort of be trolling him at the same time when she was saying, he was like, "Oh, I need to submit these documents," and she was like, "No, you said you were done with us."
Yeah.
So I kind of get it both ways. Like I think I would kind of troll him as well. Sort of like when the one judge said, he was like, "So you're the settler, the
agent, the individual,
the individual, but not the person." And then he was like, "Well, if you see whoever, tell him he's not getting out of jail either."
Yeah.
Like, the whole time he never yelled. He never held him in contempt.
Nope.
He just trolled him. It was hilarious. Like I think mocking sometimes is more powerful than holding them in contempt and giving them a couple nights in jail. I mean, this guy was going back to jail anyway, so
Judge Hurley,
they don't know
Judge
that they're
Hurley.
getting mocked. Maybe somebody who's on the fence is going to see that and say, no, I don't want to get mocked like that. So I'm not going to go down this sovereign citizen rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And I think that's powerful as well. What do you think, Mike?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. The pothole for $2 says Schrodinger and AMG sitting in a tree. BITCING.
Oh, do you want to show them the necklace that you made, Tina?
Me?
Yeah, the one that you sent me the picture of.
Necklace. Oh, you think?
The one that says "bitch."
Yeah. Well, all right. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Simon Michener for £5 says, I thought AMG's email to Schrodinger's cat read "pay me" and was signed "bitch."
No, it just pay me, bitch.
All right.
We got that clarified.
Yeah.
The pothole says, no, don't eat views. Let them sit in private until YouTube approves it or puts it through the checks. All right.
Okay.
Probably a good plan.
Yeah.
Tones the Geek for $5 says, it may not be the right thing to do, but why not just report the original videos as violating terms of service? If you can't have yours up, then why should they?
This is true. I did.
Good.
I reported it. That's what it is.
Okay, that's it for Zoopers.
Where did that picture go? Did I text that to you? I showed you guys the picture too, right? In a spot, didn't I?
I don't remember it now.
Your necklace
Wait,
on
how
it.
long ago was that?
Just recently.
Don't recall anything that said "bitch" on it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's in the spot. It's in the spot right here. I see
Okay.
it. All right, let me show.
Not recently, anyways. Maybe it was.
It was the first honest thing that she's said in a while.
There it is.
Very nice.
I'm wearing
Very
it
nice.
now. I never take it off.
Nice.
There's two of them. The one that's under there has "bitch" as well in Disney font.
Oh,
But it
God.
wasn't very big. You can't see it well, so I made one.
Oh, that's a nice touch, the Disney font.
Yeah, I thought it was. But I do have those other pictures I wanted to show everybody. Let me get them up.
You should start working for an MLM and then get a giant thing that says "boss bitch" and wear it around your neck.
Right. Well, I have little ones that go on my nails too that say "bitch."
I
know
once-
that's boss babe. Sorry.
I once had an attorney for a certain situation, not criminal or anything, but his initials were GDM, and so he had a Porsche, and his license plate said GDM ATTY, which, if you look at it, goddamn attorney. And he said that 2 or 3 times Virginia had tried to take it away, saying that it was profane, but he was a lawyer, and he was a very, very seasoned lawyer,
right?
And so he was able to fight it and win.
Oh, that's a good argument. It's my initials.
Yeah.
Right.
And his wife was the office manager at his law firm. He was the head attorney at the law firm. And she drove this big Land Rover, and so she was the office manager, and her license plate said GDM boss.
Oh man.
So
very nice.
Yeah,
you can see the
they both
screen.
had good senses of humor. Is that Glenn Serio?
That's picture number 1.
Oh Lord.
And picture number 2.
Say no to crack.
Did
Wait a
he
minute,
really,
there's
did he really
more.
show up in the comments?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Picture number 2 is this one. This is what he wore to court, guys.
Jesus, Glenn.
It's
That-
not legal.
Buy clothes that fit.
Yeah, it's not illegal to buy clothes that fit you, dude.
Right. I mean, it's so. If you're a big dude, like I've got some friends that are corpulent.
Corpulent,
which it is not a problem. I mean, you could still be a great dude. I know lots of great dudes that are
BIG, dressed
yeah,
really well,
but buy clothes that fit. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to pay like $2 more for a t-shirt.
Yeah.
It's like,
so what? But
triple XL. But
Yeah.
come on, Glenn, do we need to start a fund for?
We're not
clothes that
gonna.
fit?
No, we wouldn't
No.
dare.
No.
No, I would never. I would break your legs before I let you do that.
Clothes that fit for Glenn.org.
No. He always goes on and on about how great he's doing financially. Prove it, bitch.
He's
Wear
clearly
something
not.
that fits.
He's
That
clearly
is
not.
Not only that, but he has no self-respect. Look at that.
If he is, he's spending it all on food.
Have you seen him though? He has those fat deposits in his forehead that make him look way Cro-Magnon.
That's not a good look.
No, it's
like
not.
No.
Chipotle is just like like they're calling in like extra people when he shows up. They're like, "Oh, Glenn's here. We need extra people because he's gonna order like everything on the menu."
Yeah. But that's how he showed up for court the first time. Then his lawyer bought him that suit that he wore from then on.
It's so bad.
He looks better in the suit.
When he did show up for that court, it looked like the first time he had a haircut and a bath.
I don't know about the bath, but yeah.
No, I had that clip. It was Tully Klein just tooling on him. It was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I will say this: while she was doing it, he had a suit on, which looked better, relatively speaking. He looked
the lawyer had to buy it though.
Yeah.
He did have a fresh haircut, and he did look, relatively like maybe he didn't take a bath, but maybe it was like the scene from Pulp Fiction.
No, don't.
When the guy threw the soap on them and sprayed them down with the water hose. Maybe the lawyer did that before he dressed him up in the suit.
Yeah.
Drove him through a car wash or something.
Do you have a picture of Glenn in his suit where it looks like one leg's half the length of the other one?
No, I don't know.
He's standing all weird.
I have it somewhere. Let me check out.
But yeah, we got to get out of here soon anyway.
All right.
Yeah, I'll get it for next time.
So
no, that's not a suit. Somebody asked in the chat if that was a suit. No, that's not the suit. That's before he got the suit. Later.
All right. Do we want to go around the room one more time, or are we all done?
No, yeah. Let Mike plug whatever he's got.
Yeah, Mike, do you want to plug your channel?
I don't have anything specific to plug. I dropped a video today. Go over to my channel and watch the video.
There you go.
That's my plug. Thanks a lot. I
Can
appreciate
somebody
it.
put his URL in the chat?
I will do so. There's a super chat. Fuck you. There's a super chat just came in.
Yeah. So some old dude for $5 says Glenn needs to learn how to tuck in his shirt.
Yeah.
That would take a lot more fabric.
He needs to buy a shirt that fits him is what he needs to
Well,
do.
yeah, because his shirt doesn't even come down to where his pants start. So how can he tuck it in?
Yeah.
He reminds me of a comic book guy from The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who? Oh yeah.
Do you like comic books?
That you could always see like 4 inches of belly before his pants start.
Oh. Whoa, no, stop that. I just ate. Too bad he wasn't still here. He could explain how he looks and still talks about other people.
Yeah, he called me fat and said I looked like I was pushing 60. I was like, really?
Really? Have you not seen yourself?
Yeah, I that's what I said. Like, does your homeless shelter not have any mirrors?
Yeah.
Maybe he's a vampire and he doesn't show up in them.
Yeah, maybe.
Instead of sucking blood, he sucks gravy.
Somebody would have had to bite him. No. That would not. No. All right, Law Talk with Mike is in the description.
All right, there we go.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. All
All
right.
Anybody else? Cliff, you got anything you want to plug?
No, just thanks for everything. And had a good time. I love everyone. Have a great night.
All right, Tina, do you want to plug your the home that you live in and the nurses and or anything?
Pay me, bitch.
I did just pay you. And so did Social Security.
Ah.
Jeez.
Yuck, yuck, yuck. All right, that's we'll be let's see, what time is it? Because your wife wanted me to do a fun stream after your no, okay. Yeah, no, we'll be back tomorrow, me and Cliff. When are you gonna play bingo with us?
Sounds good.
Mr. Schrodinger.
Bingo. Is that what they do? Is that what they do in your home?
People want you to play. Just saying. Your subs want you to do bingo. Like you to have one on your channel.
Oh, Jesus.
I hate to say it.
We'll see.
God forbid you have fun.
Nope, the puppies are losing their mind. They heard your voice.
You're a jerk. All right, bye. Do you want to say goodbye?
I can't. I literally cannot hear you right now because they're so loud.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Good night.